Yeah, and all the chaos is gone and everything's nice and peaceful.
Yeah.
Just pop in a few more vertical lines to help reflection on that one. And then what I'd like to do, just briefly, just give it a very quick dry, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then just a couple of little things to do on this picture and we can call it finished.
Right, it's so stunning.
So a nice swift dry over, and then hanging around in the back of the this palette I've got a nice sharp craft knife.
Okay.
And I want to scrape off some horizontal lines in the water, which will do a few things. Put light on.
Yeah.
Make your teeth go funny.
Yeah, I've got to say, I am gritting my teeth.
And also reflect the snow as well. So it creates reflections, but hopefully you agree that that is a nice scene. You can also scrape off, of course, very fine branches with a knife. And if you've got some white paint hanging around, or some goulash, what you could do is pop some white. Now I use a colour called natural white, but any opaque white watercolour would work nice for this. And what's very difficult to do in a winter scene is to get snow on the distant trees. How do you make it look like this?
Right.
Kind of snow settled.
Yeah.
We've kind of got it on the branches because we've scraped the colour off, but what about those last little bits of autumn leaves that hang around? I mean, autumn leaves hang around till like November time, don't they? And of course, there's always a bit of snow that you could potentially get in November. So if I use a bit of white paint, which I'm going to bring here, now I've squirted it on a scrap piece of paper, and the reason being because I tend to forget I put it in my palette, and it causes all sorts of problems. Just white paint if you're not careful. Now what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to very gently have a look at this brush, nice and close into these trees, and just look how sort of spiky that brush actually is against the dark tree there. Okay, very random, and then we can just lightly stroke that in. Now imagine the whiskers or the fine hairs on an animal as I do this.
Yeah.
I think you've got a snow leopard over near you, Alex, and that's kind of how we did the fine hairs on the snow leopard. But imagine that to be very, very fine branches with that beautiful little bit of snow on. Is that coming across all right on screen?
Yeah, really
there?
good. And we're just having a little look at that, excuse me, that snow leopard. You can see the fur. And then we're just going on to the whiskers. There we go.
So you can easily paint anything that's got lots and lots of sort of fine lines, you know, and it just makes painting a little bit easier, takes the fear away, which is what I've spent my lifetime, you know, teaching those effects rather than, you know, being too serious about it. And being a self-taught artist, you know, I appreciate this kind of tuition it's invaluable, really.
Oh, it's
So I love how you can put that bit of white on it. It just looks all soft and sort of feathery, and you can see where the light's just catching there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I think if we take away the masking tape from this particular picture here, I would say that we've got a finished warm, let's call it a warm winter scene, because it's not cold, you know, it's a nice picturesque little...
It's the one you would definitely want to go for a walk in.
Yeah, exactly.
Get wrapped up warm.
Get your wellies on.
Yes.
There we go.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Matthew. Just having another really good look at this. Okay, now 2/3 of the one-day special has now gone. It is on extended delivery from the 28th. Yep, at 6 o'clock it will be going back up. However, it might not last until then anyway. So you've got your DVD, loads of fabulous techniques on there. There we go, we're seeing Matthew in action again. Look at that scene just developing. It's so cool. So this is basically what Matthew does. He holds your hand. If you want to start a brand new hobby and you're thinking, do you know what, I will give this a go, because a lot of us have, well, got quite a bit of time on our hands. So you can sit back, relax, enjoy the DVD, and don't forget you will get those fabulous fan brushes, fantastic brushes. You've got that £10 saving. It's £29 and 55 pence, 915 573. Right, I'm going to leave Webster to do some arty shots, because you can see I've got some fabulous finished samples just surrounding me. They're brilliant. Where do you keep all of your paintings, Matthew? Have you like got, I don't know, you'll have to have an extension.
Gallery.
Yeah.
I've got, so at my home, I'm very lucky. I've got an office and a studio. It's quite large, so there's plenty of space, but it slowly fills up.
Yeah, I bet you.
As you can imagine, every so often I'll do a bit of a charity sale of
that's
pictures.
nice.
Yeah, you
yeah.
know, we've done that in the past for the local sort of air ambulance, that kind of thing, or we'll do a bit of a giveaway, you know, as well. So there's all sorts of things you can do, but obviously I do paint a lot.
Yes, you absolutely do. It's wonderful. There you go. Look at that waterfall. Again, you can achieve this with the brushes that come in the one-day special for creating that lovely effect on the feathers. Again, those brushes are fabulous. Okay, £29.55. Item number is 915573. Lovely jubbly. Now we've also got a masking bundle. So here we go. So you've got the masking fluid. You've got the in the actual jar, but then you've also got the masking fluid as a pen. Plus you're getting those 3 brushes especially for the masking fluid, and then you've got your mask away to take the masking fluid off. This one has also been very busy. As Matthew said, it's a really good price here, £13.99. Item number is 383923. That's your item number. Now, again, just to mention, we've got our paints on a pick and mix. We've got some brand new ones for you. They're on the little stand just up here. But again, you can see we've got that nice swatch for you, so you can see all of those fabulous colours. Again, another really good price at £15.99. Item number is 679967. That's your item number. Do you want to, just for anybody else tuning in, just quickly talk about the SAA again?
Yes. Okay. So as we mentioned, you know, SAA, biggest art group in the world, loads of really amazing benefits to being a member, loyalty points, you know, big discounts, free shipping, all sorts of really good stuff, as well as access to that massive online world.
Yeah.
Of the SAA, including hundreds and hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours of tuition with the likes of myself. You get the magazine sent to your door as well, and just a great organisation to be in, because the AA stands for all artists in this situation, from absolute beginners right through. And if you remember, it keeps you in the mood for painting, it keeps the inspiration, which is quite difficult if you're sat at home and you think, you know, to get up and paint sometimes can be challenging, but having that inspiration from the SAA works a treat. And remember, if you join through Hochanda through the link, you're going to get the brushes, the paints and the paper as well.
Marvellous. We're going to show you just once more how you can get this. Again, don't put it in your basket on our website. So Molly's just going to scroll down. There you go, go past all of the items. That second one there, it's pink and it's the link. So you click on that. And then it'll take you through to the SAA page, and then you can join, and that's when you'll get all those lovely freebies that Matthew's talked about. So there we have it. Again, details are on screen for the one-day special. So Matthew, we'll have about 10 minutes. Is there anything you can do in 10 minutes?
Okay, so we've got a choice. I can paint here, or you can paint with me.
Let's do it.
It's in the hands of the producer, is it?
Yeah.
Are you going to have a go?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Okay.
You grab a seat. I want to do
All
a
right.
little tree or something like that using the fan brushes. You can smell the excitement, can't you? So we've got a smallish sheet of watercolour paper here, and I'm just going to show you how to do some trees. A pine tree would work nice, actually. You know, something we've not really done much. So if we grab the smallest of the fan brushes, the small fan brush.
Am I dunking it in water? Did you do that?
Yeah, just give it a rinse in the water.
Okay.
And sort of shake off the, sort of tap off the excess a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, in your palette there, Alex, there's a couple of greens. There's a dark one and a lighter one.
Indeed.
What we're going to do here is we're going to start off by using the dark one by itself. So if you wriggle it around in your palette and mix it into the brush, so lift it out of the palette and actually pop it into the brush and give it a good old stir around. I'm not sure if you can see my palette as I'm doing this, but...
Oh, there, okay.
Yeah, there you go. So a nice, thick, strong just a little bit of water that's in the brush, but make sure you give it a good old shake and a good old tap
Okay.
before you do this. Nice strong colour, but notice that when I'm loading the brush, I'm sort of laying the brush down, front
Right.
and back. So I'm sort of loading the brush up.
Okay.
Over to the picture, we're going to paint in almost at a right angle, actually. I want to tilt it forward so you can see the angle of the brush as I do this.
Okay.
And I want to come down to get a nice straight line like that. Straightish, a vertical line. Doesn't matter how thick or thin it is. We're not comparing here, are we?
I'm a bit heavy-handed there.
And then what we'll do is we will... Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, so probably the right side, then what we'll do is we'll start to brush outwards from that line using the fan to get those individual shapes. Now as you pick up your paint from your palette, it helps if you give it a bit of a stipple because it separates the bristles a little bit more. So can you see it's gone nice and sort of thick to thin, if you like. And that's just one half of the tree. So
My tree's a
hopefully
bit
as you
fat.
stroke that brush, it should give individual leaves, yeah? Now, if you think your paint's a little bit too wet, just give it a tap on some tissue first, yeah?
Okay.
And that'll
We're
remove...
just saying I'm going for an abstract tree.
Abstract, yeah?
Yes.
Well, modern art's good.
Thank you.
You can charge a bit extra if it's modern art. you can sell a bit more. But if you tap off the excess, that'll give you a finer,
Okay.
more control over your brush.
They're all laughing at me. That's all right. Sort of.
We've not finished it, have we?
No. You're waiting for the end of the show now.
What we'll do, it's going to be a long 10 minutes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the light green.
Light green.
But you don't need to clean your brush.
Right.
Okay? So just take a big, thick blob of light green, but you can probably just about see that on the brush there. Next to Mini Matthew Palmer, look at him there.
Yeah.
Put some green paint on him. And then what we'll do is we're going to mix that into the other colour. So it mixes with the darker green, so you get obviously a lighter green.
Yeah.
Now, my paint here is a little bit dry, so I'm going to pop a tiny bit of water, it doesn't want a huge amount, a little bit of water with it, and give it a stipple.
Okay.
And I think in your case, Alex, I'd also give it a little gentle tap on the tissue. Okay? Just a touch. There you go. And let's do the opposite side of the tree, but what we can do is we can make it look as though it's lighter on one side, so dragging it from that side. Okay? In the same way, as you bring it over, it's painting a lighter colour. Make sure it's nice and strong, the mixture as well. So you get like almost the sun catching one side. There you go. Look at that, beautiful. There's a very strange silence in the studio.
Sorry, I'm sticking my tongue out.
It's good, it's relaxing.
No, that looks all right
Is that
now.
what that was,
I've gone for like a Christmas tree.
It's very relaxing. But I'll tell you what to do and how to give your tree that little bit of extra oomph. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Stipple some of the colour,
Yeah.
the same green, give it a bit of a stipple, and actually use the brush as opposed to sort of flat out,
Yeah.
more sort of horizontal, and you can tap and stipple some individual branches in your pine tree randomly on both sides as well, so you can work over the top of the darker green. It'll put the lighter green in as well, and it'll give you that little bit of extra life. And as you work up, you can be a bit more random, and then to put the icing on the cake, you can do like a vertical one at the top, like a little bit of a pointy top to these trees. There we go. Look at that, eh? Now, if you find it's a bit dry, your paint, just that little bit of water obviously brings it alive, you know, because that's obviously why we call it watercolour, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, now slightly diluting the green, so adding just a little bit of water to it, to the colour in your palette. I want to paint in a base, which is going to start off as a green colour that goes across, and we can do it quite loosely, like so. And if you lightly flick upwards with your brush, you can almost make it look as though there's a grassy verge. So you can do little sort of grassy bits, even pop some little bits of grass lower down as well. It makes a nice little vignette, you know, nice little exercise, and just shows you how simple it is to paint a nice tree. Now, I'll put some shadows in this in a minute too, but that's just the next sort of stage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like it's giving it a base, really. Pop some little grasses anywhere you like, little stipples, little taps. You can't go wrong, really.
Sorry, I'm literally...
I can't really see what you're doing, actually, so I'm just I keep on a glance at the monitor. I can't...
Here it is. Can you see it on screen?
Yes, lovely.
There you go.
Happy?
So
Happy?
I like made a mess of it first, but you can correct it.
Yes. Well, let's keep going, shall we?
Okay.
Should we do some more? Have I got time for more?
Yeah, I got 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll start again then, shall we?
Yeah.
Now, what we'll do this time is we'll pick up, without cleaning your brush, it's fine. One of the colours is grey. Now, I've put a little mark on the side of your palette so you know which one grey is. Hopefully you can see the grey.
Did you say clean the brush?
No, you can leave it as it is. It'll mix with the grey and go...
Hopefully the grey is the one...
I think it might be the first colour possibly in the palette, yeah?
Yeah.
So if I take a chunk of grey and mix it into the brush, it'll go dark green because we've got green on the brush, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. A good tip here is to wipe off the excess on the side. Wipe off the excess on the side of your palette. And I want to stipple some darkness in the tree. Just little rows of shadow on a slight bowl. Can you see that little bit of darkness I'm putting in? Sort of rocking the brush from side to side. And it puts like natural shadows in. This is just a small brush we're using here.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go the extra mile, as the light's catching it, you can pop in a shadow, of course. Coming off to one side, for me it's going to be the right side. And even make the shadow look as though it's following the grass by doing some darker blades of sort of grass, really. And anywhere I feel I can pop some little spots of grasses around. And it makes a nice little effective vignette to finish off. Now, if it was Christmas...
Yeah, Molly wants lights on it.
You could put some baubles on it.
Yeah.
You could put some baubles on it easily. And of course, for those people at home that have got some, you know, some detail brushes hanging around, what you can do on this picture, I'll just do this on here, I think, because I'm not sure you've even got this brush where you are, Alex, but you can
I've got that brush.
Okay, if you want to. I mean, I've just mixed up some of that grey on the fine brush, and you can just pop in some little bits of, you know, some little bits of detail, some little fence posts and things.
Did you say just with the grey?
You could use just the grey for this, or you could use some natural brown, but I'll just say the grey works. And what I've done here is popped in some little sort of fence posts, using the tip of the brush, and it gives a lovely effect of...
I'm too busy watching. Sorry, I'm watching on the monitor. I'm like this.
And you can put some bearded chuffs in your sky as well. There you go. Just makes a nice little picture. Nice little sort of, you know, vignette-y type thingy.
Oh, marvellous.
But they're optional things anyway. There you go. Nice, well done. Look at that. You're the only presenter to get a round of applause in the studio today. So I think it's right, isn't it? Yeah, it's true.
Oh, lovely stuff. I've really enjoyed that.
That was great.
Thank you very much, Matthew.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, again, a quick reminder of the one-day special. You're getting that lovely exclusive bundle of the DVD, and you've got the fan brushes. £29.55. You've got £10 saving. We're approaching 3/4 of the stock gone. Item number is 915573. Once more, safe trip. Safe trip back, Matthew.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm in a world of own then. Bye.
We are literally 3 million metres apart in this studio.
Oh, pass the salt.
We've got some really interesting wax fabrics coming up now. We'll have to have a quick look at the other side of the studio. Then we've got the launch of the brand new one-day special, which is Couture Creations.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Julie.
And together we're Scarlet Rose Crafts. We're a family-run business, been in business for 2 years, and our aim is to bring new and innovative new products to the crafting industry.
We've both been involved in crafting industry for many years, and we're continuing to move forward with our new company now.
The Easy Mat Plate is our flagship product, followed by our innovative Easy Shim product.
Our range includes diamond trail plates, ultra-sized dies, cards and sticky sheets.
We're constantly developing new and unusual products, so watch this space.
On our shows, we hope to inspire you with our products so that you can carry on crafting, because our motto is, because we can.
So don't miss the Scarlet Rose Craft shows on Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Donna and this is my brother Simon, and we're Pearlywinks Craft Supplies. We've been crafting since we were very young. My mum got us into crafting and we've been loving it ever since.
We have a good selection of inks. We started with our Winks, which are just a water-based ink, and then went on to the pearls. We've added some chalks, we've got some glitter sprays, and then we've added some beautiful stamps to complement the inks.
We've got a fantastic design team who help us with all our designs for the stamps, and we've got a great range of inks which we manufacture ourselves here in the UK.
Our pearl sprays and our Pearlywinks are loaded with mica, so they give you amazing results on your projects.
We hope that our products bring you as much fun, creativity and inspiration as they do to us. We love all of our products and we hope you do too. So make sure you don't miss our shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Julie.
And I'm Paula.
And together we are Julie Hickey Designs. We formed our partnership after many years of friendship, after both of us being in the craft industry for well over 20 years.
We have a great partnership. I do all the day-to-day business side and Julie does all the designing.
Our range of stamps and dies are made to the highest quality. Our stamps are the deepest etch that are available and they are made in the UK. And they give you beautiful, clean, crisp impressions every time, and our dies cut like a dream. The thing I love to do most is to share my ideas, hints and tips with you, the Hochanda viewers, so I can inspire you to pick up a stamp and get creating. So be sure to tune in for the Julie Hickey Design shows
On Hochanda.
Good afternoon, how are you doing? Well, we have got a fabulous hour ahead of it. It's the first time that I kind of work with Emma Lewis African Wax Fabrics, but we have got Stephen on the Skype, so we will be talking to him. Say hello right now. Hello, Stephen.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Now, tell us a little bit about Emma Lewis, the company, and yourself.
Right. The company's been running literally just a few months. As far as I'm concerned, I used to sew as a teenager and got back into it now. But Emma Louise set up the business, as I say, just a few months ago. And we've been with you a couple of times so far, and this is our third show.
Fabulous. Now, with African wax fabric, what exactly is it for those ones who don't know?
Right. African wax fabric is 100% cotton fabric, and then the wax is used in the process of actually printing the designs on the fabric.
Fabulous. Now, of course, this is some of the projects that you can achieve, and we will see the product exactly that we are, the strips, which we have got on the show as well. We have got lots of brand new today, so starting with the beautiful colors. I mean, everything that is in the show is a feast for the eyes and color. This is the set of 5 by 5 inches fabric packs. Now, 5 by 5 is an incredibly popular size. Can you tell us a little bit more exactly how many squares do we get of fabric and what would you use it for?
Right, you're showing on the screen 44, oh no, sorry, 24 strips.
No, that's the bottom. It's the 5 by 5.
Yeah, your 5 by 5s, there's 42 squares. There's 7 different colourways and 6 of each.
So that is 6 times 7 is 46. 42, sorry, 42.
2.
Right, so you can see
2, yeah.
And now, one of the things that I noticed with, of course, African wax print as well as batik, which are interlinked, is the fact that there is no, well, there is a right and a wrong, but it's almost impossible to distinguish.
On most of it, some of it, there's no difference whatsoever. On a lot of it, it is slightly brighter on one side than the other.
Absolutely. So that, and look at all those gorgeous. Now, you mentioned that it's cotton. Is it 100% cotton then?
That is 100% cotton.
So it's a weight that would work perfectly for quilting as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's used for literally anything to do with sewing or crafting, even card making. It's such a versatile product because in its current state, obviously, as you can see, it looks as though it's been starched.
Yes.
So it's very easy to work with. There's no fraying or very little fraying. There's no stretching. So it's a brilliant product to work with. We recommend that you use the product in its wax state. And then if you want to afterwards, wash it, machine wash 30 degrees. And the more times you wash it, the softer the fabric will get.
Absolutely. So gorgeous. £13.99, brand new today. 040441 is the item number. Now you are getting all of them. 42 beautiful African wax fabrics, 5 by 5 inches. So it's like a charm pack sort of size. Right. Moving on to the larger size. So here we are getting 10 inches square. Now, of course, for the larger projects, this one again, could you tell us exactly, do you get also 42 or 24? 24, right?
No, there's 24, there's 6 different colorways, and you get 4 of each.
Would this make a really easy project for a brand new quilter, for instance?
Very easy for quilting. You know, you can cut them down to size. You can cut them into strips. You can turn your 10-inch squares into 5-inch squares if you wish. You can turn them into triangles. So many options with them.
Now, And you know, I love the different patterns. As you mentioned, 6 different designs. I'm trying to show one of each. And the patterns also, am I right to thinking, because they are quite large, it's almost like they are unique pieces of fabric, every single one of them.
They are, yes, yeah.
Absolutely. Look at that. That's a very, I would say it's more orangey than red, but it's bright and cheerful. It's just such a bold of the colors and the patterns as well here. And then, of course, you are getting that one, a pattern as well. Remember, 24 10 by 10 pieces here. You are getting brand new today with that beautiful African wax fabric. £24.99 is the price. 811351 is your item number. Now, the strips, this is really popular, and you remember the project that I showed you, that kind of that I believe is, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it done with the strips?
Yes, it is, yes.
Perfect. So I didn't get wrong information. That's all important. So we are getting, again, 6 different designs in here?
Yes, yeah.
So 6 different designs, and we are getting 24 in total because we are getting 4 of each. Now, can I open one to show you the size of them? How long are they?
They're actually 44 inches long.
So they're probably
2.5 inches.
Yeah, from salvage to salvage.
Obviously, they'll see how much fabric they're getting.
Yeah.
We're going to do a demonstration with those, so...
Okay, fabulous. We will see them in action then. I adore the fabric here as well. Look at the different patterns. I'm going to open this one up. Let's see if I can grab it properly now, because this one has got that center, like, detail at the very bottom, and then kind of goes to that kind of sort of solar pattern at the very, very top, in the center there. Gorgeous fabrics, and I love the way that they feel as well. Remember, the more that you wash them, the softer they're going to be. £26.99 for the strips. Now you are getting 24 of them, 2.5 inches in height and 544 in length. 284017 is your item number. Moving on to a really, really nice, that one. Fat quarters, we get a set of 5. Sorry, a confusing. Now, the colors are stunning. I absolutely adore the colors and the patterns. And we are kind of
very fat quarters, that much bigger, so they're ideal for bag making, again, cutting down for quilting, cushion covers.
Absolutely, yeah. This is really nice, and the next one is my favorite. You remember, you are getting all 5 of them. They could make lovely little bags. I'm going to show you this one, although we use the strips, but you could do something like that. Remember that once that you get a quarter, it's up to you how you cut it. One question I have is, like, so would you wash it before you cut it the first time, or you make it and then you wash it?
No, we make everything before we wash it.
Okay.
As I say, in its current state, it's so much easier to work with.
It is.
You've no stretching, you've no shrinkage. As you cut it, that's exactly as it lays. And the same with sewing, because there's no real movement in the fabric. It's so easy to sew together.
Yeah, it's true. That's a very good point. I do a very little sewing, but I do enjoy it. And one of the easiest fabrics I have ever found to actually cut and sew was actually African wax prints. It just gives you that kind of nice, neat edge as well when you are cutting. Right, if you want to go for the set of fat quarters, you are getting all 5 of them for £21.99. Brand new here at Hochanda. 301051 is your item number. Now, this one is a little bit more sparkly quarters because it's the glitter option. You are getting all 6 of them. Now, I have never seen African wax fabrics with glitter. This is a really cool bundle, Stephen.
Yes, yeah, they're very, very popular. They've been popular on your show, and they're popular wherever we take them. They are not 100% cotton. They are cotton polyester.
Okay.
But again, fine to wash. No problem pressing them. Ideally, press them on the back. The silver or the glitter, whether it be silver or gold, doesn't come off. But it is better to press those on as opposed to on the front surface.
And in this case, it's very clear, as Stephen was saying, the back where you have to iron. And look at that. I love how they have got an ombre. Now, I think this would be so lovely for a little girl's dress. You know, if you go and you could have, you know, or a skirt or something like that. It's just really different. Of course, you might have to guide 2 sets of 5/4 for the front and the back. Right, remember that you are getting 6 of them. Then you have got the details on this left-hand side of the screen. £23.99 is your price, and the item number 941707. That is the item number, and these ones are the less 6. Yes, what do you want to say?
A lot of people use those for paper crafting as well. They're ideal for covering journals or diaries, or making little tubs to put your little knickknacks in. Same in the bathroom. You know, you can use them to put your toothbrush and bits and pieces in.
Absolutely. Very good ideas there coming from. Then we have got the face masks. Now, this kit, can you talk us through exactly what we get in here?
Right, you get in the kit to actually make 5 double-sided masks. Then you get in the elastic straps, and you're also getting a neckband, because most people obviously take it off when they need to, pop it in the pocket, and then they're looking for it. But with the extra strap that we give you, you can connect it to the two ear straps, and then it'll just hang down in front of you.
That's a good point, yeah. Now, yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, you've also got the template, so if you want to add to it, or if you want to use some of your stash and use a plain cotton for the inner layer of it, then you could make 10 as opposed to making 5.
Of course, that's a very good point. Now, another question I have is, do they come pre-cut?
They're all pre-cut, as you see the kit laid on the table there. Everything's cut for you. Your sewing instructions are there as well. So it's all ready to go.
Now, if, for instance, I kind of imagine that in the template says large, small, and medium. So if I wanted to make it a smaller one, because I'm quite small, would I just cut the template to small and then place it over the top and then cut it?
You can do, yeah, that's not a problem. To be fair, the majority of people use the larger ones. I mean, by all means, because the ones that are there as samples that you've got on the faces there, they're for you. So by all means, at the end of the show, take those 5 iBone with you. But just pop one on and try it.
Right, perfect. Thank you. Right, if you want to have the face covering kit, well, it makes 5 masks, or as Stephen was saying, you could use the template to use your own stash of cotton for the inside and create 10 sets of masks. £17.99 is the price, brand new today, 043006. Right, then we have got the meter pieces of African wax, amazing fabrics. Now, we have got out the brand new options for today. You are getting 1 meter by 44 inches. That is the width of the fabric from selvage to selvage is 44 inches. Now, these are the 5 different options today. Let me see if I can remember. This one is the flower and stripes. Then we have got the snail in green. Then we have got the snails in blue. Then we have got the purple floral, and then we have got the green-brown circles. These are the different options. Now, Stephen, would we use this for dressmaking as well as other projects, maybe backing off another project?
Right, they're ideal for, a lot of people use them for the backs of quilts because they want something nice on the back of the quilt.
Yeah.
People use them for dressmaking, an awful lot use them for dressmaking. The interior decor, curtains, blinds, throws, you name it, they can be used for literally anything. We use them on as a strip in a continental quilt cover to brighten it up, and pillowcases. But we supply that, as you've said, by the metre.
Yeah.
You can have up to 4 metres in one piece.
Perfect.
So don't think you're just getting the 1 metre piece. It's $14.99 per metre, but you can have options up to 4 metres in one piece.
Look, that's really good, because if you want to do, for instance, especially dressmaking, I mean, anybody that knows me, this fabric that I'm holding, that this is me, like I absolutely adore. And I love the fact that it's just, you know, if I turn it, this is the wrong side and it still looks incredible, which for dressmaking can be an amazing thing to have like this. Also, the weight of it, it's kind of a nice weight. It's kind of for dressmaking. It's not too heavy. It's not too soft. It's not too lightweight. It's just absolutely stunning. Right. So these are the brand new options. When I come around next time, I will open the other 3 as well to have a proper look at all of them. Right. Remember, it's a choice of 1 meter by 44 inches. These are the brand new choices, but there is lots more. I think there are 16 different choices on the website. 604992 is your item number. Moving on to the next, this is the new option, but there are more options on the website. This is the tiger on blue, and let me show you. This is a proper different fabric. Now, can you tell us a little bit more about this one, Stephen?
Right. Again, it's the same style of fabric, a little bit shinier on the surface, but these are all panels, so they can be used for wall hangings. They can be used for features on the back of your settee or whatever. They can be quilted. You can embroider on top if you wish. You know, so many options. A lot of people frame them, or even cut them up, because obviously you've got the smaller tigers at the top and bottom.
Absolutely.
So that they will actually cut them up and use the actual animal as opposed to the backing.
Brilliant. If you want to go for this panel, remember this is the brand new option, tiger on blue. 605709 is your item number. £17.99. There is a lot more options. However, these are different options. That has got a different item number if you want to go that option. Right. So we are moving on. You know. Well, anyway, no. This is, now this one has got its own item number. Our Holly is on it. 571540 is the item number for this one. Our Emily loves this one, Stephen. Again, it's the same quality as the tiger, isn't it?
It is, yes, yeah. Yeah, they're slightly different to the normal wax fabric, but they are a cotton and they are wax.
Okay. Absolutely. So this is the supreme wax. Would that work for maybe a play mat for a children's room?
Ideal. And in the current state, they're sort of spongeable as well. So you know, if you've got anything on them, it's the sort of white clean, as long as it's nothing that would stain.
fabulous. Right, and then the last item we have got is the cheetah, and we have it again the same quality and the different item number. You have it there, so it's 596072 is the item number. £13.99 is the price. Right, this is all that was new today, and then have a look at the website, of course, if you want to see every single option. Well, you know what? Let's see about. Let's have a look at the website while Stephen gets ready for the demonstration. Of course, that's soon to be followed, but let's have a look at the website there. Now we have got the Emma Lewis African wax print, the 10 by 10 square pack. We have got, of course, the strip rolls, 24 of those ones. You have got the face covering kit, makes 5 masks, or if can make 10. Now, let's have a look at the other meter pieces, because they have got 5-star reviews and they are all available here. You can see the Hochanda, and oh, I like this one. I love them all, I have to say, but this is nice. I would suggest to go for, if you have got a pattern in mind, then that dictates the size of the pattern. Then have a look at your favorite colors. That's how I would do it. In here, look at that geometry. That's really, really cool. That's a very midnight star. That was the brand new last time. That's kind of oriental dragons. These are the circles I really like as well, or the water lilies as well. Now, automatically, when you look at them, you kind of have got more of dressmaking patterns than some others, more of course, or maybe making a wash bag. You could use them for a different sort of elements as well. I love this, that it has got that floral starburst in the center, and then smaller patterns, the green brown circles. That's one of the brand new today's. It's absolutely stunning how those dots. And remember, the African wax fabric printing process, it comes from, originally from, I believe it was it's the same technique as a batik, but a completely different results, because it's more about patterns and bolder colors rather than a little bit more of, kind of those wood printings that are more repetitive maybe. And the intensity of the colors and the patterns are absolutely amazing. Right, Stephen, are you ready for the demonstration?
I'm ready. Can you see me?
Yes, well, we can see the machine and we can see the fabric, so take it away.
That's the important bit. Today we're going to do a demonstration with the jelly rolls, or the strips, whichever you want to call them. I've put one or two together already, but we will show you how they go together from the start. So the actual 44-inch strips, I've cut them in half. So I've cut them down to 22 inches for the purpose of the demonstration. So as with all our sewing, we use 1/4 of an inch seam.
Okay.
And hop things together face to face. So you should be able to see what's happening here. And as I say, because the product is as it is, you don't normally have to pin, because there's no movement. You can actually put the strips together side by side, and they will stay exactly where you put them. So we'll just do a little bit of sewing, and show you how it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Just stop every 6 inches or so, and just make sure your edges are straight, and then carry on.
Right.
Straight again.
Okay. Yeah, we can see it perfectly. Perfect. The machine does a straighter stage, that should be fine.
So once you've got another strip on, then it's advisable to press between each strip. So I'll take it to one side and just press that quickly, and then show you.
Okay. So with ironing, do we have to do a specific setting or just a regular as cotton?
Right, we use a cotton setting or a linen setting, and we use a steam iron. It's entirely up to you whether you use steam or not, but it does tend to set it a little bit better if it's steaming. As you can see there, it's perfect. Your joins are absolutely perfect. There's no movement. So it and again on the back, everything lays quite flat.
Okay.
We're building a panel there together, so we'll carry on and put another strip on.
Okay. Perfect.
So same again, face to face. Just pop that in the machine.
Right.
Right. There's no need, because we're going to be cutting these into strips the other way to form like a bargella quilt effect later on. So there's no need to actually do a back stitch at the beginning. You would do if you were doing something where you were working basically right to the edge of the product, but because we're going to be sewing in on the seam after, there's no need. We can actually go straight into the sewing process.
Okay.
Again,
Right. So we sew that bit as well.
as I say, you can see how simple it is. It's not something that you've got to be a professional sewer to do. Anybody can actually.
I can see that you have got beside you already sewn in exactly the same order. Do we need to make multiples always in the same order?
Right, for this particular one, I've just laid the fabrics out in an order that I like.
Yeah.
And then from the sort of black and white one, now I'm getting to the end of the colourways on this side. I'm actually going to take the strips in the opposite direction on this side, and take them back, so that it looks a little bit like a rainbow. And then when we cut them, we will actually move the strips around, but that'll probably be in the later show this evening, because we're on again at 9 o'clock. So we'll get this piece put together during this show, and then, as I say, we'll probably do the other half in the later show.
Perfect. And then, of course, with this, with the fabric rolls, you can do razor strip quilts as well. And then once you do that, you can do it into cushions. Or, for instance, that beautiful, well, I love this one. I love the sample here. But also you could, is the back quilt as well, that has been done with the strips, hasn't it not?
Yes, it has. That one has, yeah.
Perfect. Right.
Yeah, the actual buffet that you've been looking at.
Yeah.
Right. With that, it's a slightly different process.
Okay.
Because you take your strip and then you cut up some backing slightly narrower than the strip, and then fold the strip over.
I see. Yes. I see.
Forming like a rope effect.
Yeah.
And then you zigzag stitch the rope together to form that. So you can use that for rugs or for bags. Dependent how it's stitched together, it will actually curve, so it makes lovely tubs or bags.
Yeah, absolutely. And it would be very, very sturdy as well, wouldn't it? Because it's like the 2 layers of fabric and then the wording inside it.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It is quite sturdy. So ideal for shopping bags or.
Oh, of course. Yeah. fabulous. The totes, the shopping totes for your spots, as I always call it, because then you need a steady. Right, so then you sew. Right, we are going to let Stephen finish that step of the demonstration, which is just to finish the sewing. So you just have a reminder of the different items that Emma Lewis has brought to this show, to this hour. Now, we have got the set of perfect squares here that is 5x5 fabric pack. You are getting a 42 individual beautiful African wax prints fabric squares. Now, the fact that you are getting 7 designs, 6 of each, I believe that's the correct way, or is it the other way around? Is it? Yeah, that's correct. 7 designs, 6 of each. And the fact that you are going to be able to maybe imagine this. These 2 patterns like this, imagine a blue sashing between them. Maybe that's the, oh, look at that. This is kind of a triangular building, and then like this is the stairway. Stairway to heaven, obviously. Or then we have the blue. You can see that you could use these ones together and it would make a lovely color story. Then you have got the kind of lime greens coming here, or ochres, depending how you look at it, but also the teals and the aqua. So you can bring in here, and then you kind of bring in the blacks and reds and of course the yellows. So you kind of tell that other story. Me personally, I would be very tempted to almost just use every single piece as its own kind of central focal point of the project in here, because they are stunning. And this one has got a P. This one belongs to me, doesn't it? It has got that with a crown as well. I mean, it's like, oh well, the princess and the pea. That's what it says. £13.99 is the price for these beautiful fabrics. And maybe you have never used African wax fabric. This is a fabulous set. 42 individual 5.5 inches squares for just £13.99. Fabulous low price and fabulous possibilities. This is color, this is pattern. Think about it, your art journaling, your mixed media, as well as your quilting and patchwork. There is no reason why you couldn't take some of this and then cut it around it and do a little bit of satin stitch and do a little bit of decoration for you, like patchwork as well. 040441 is your item number. Something to be reminded as well as the way that the African wax process works, and is that the final piece, although it's 100% cotton, has got that. I find it that it's really a pleasure to cut, a pleasure to sew. And one of the reasons why especially cutting is so easy, it's because it cuts beautifully. You can see it, how little fraying there is. The more that you wash it, of course, the softer it's going to get, the more it's going to fray. So hence, when you finish your project, it's important to kind of bind it properly, obviously, because otherwise it could fray. But here you have got the set of 10 by 10 inches. Remember that in this bundle you are getting 24, so you are getting 6 different designs, 4 different pattern, 4 of each. Sorry, let me rephrase that. 6 patterns, 4 of each. And then we have got here the bird. See, this is what I mean by fussy cutting. Maybe here, automatically, what I want to do is fussy cut this center here, then take it, do a little bit of satin stitch, then take these strips, create a strip in here, and then maybe put it all together in a project. So you can kind of deconstruct the fabrics on their own. You are getting also the black and the white in here. Again, you could bring in, maybe cut a square, measure it up, kind of satin stitch patchwork into it. There is so many possibilities, and they are beautiful, vibrant colors as well. Brand new today, £24.99. Remember, you are getting 24 of them. 811-8351 is your item number. Then the straps, of course, that's where Stephen was using. Now, there is so many things you can do. Once that you build your panel, once you start doing what Stephen was doing, you would be able to use it as a patchwork or as a piece. So then you can create a kind of a carry case as well. Now, remember that you can use your pattern, or maybe you could even use your 5x5. Oh, why is it so difficult? You could then do a bigger piece if you wanted to. There's no reason why you cannot mix and match. Here you are getting 24 strips of 44 inches by 2.5 inches in height. But height and width, no. Width is from selvage to selvage, so that's that. So the height would be, that's what it is, so 2.5 inches. I don't know if it's a wide width. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, 44 by 2.5, whichever way you measure it, that's what you are gonna get. Right, go for it, and you will have a lot of fun with this amazing fabric. £26.99 is your price. 284017 is your item number. Now, the face coverings are very popular this hour. What you are getting here is the right amount to make 5 face covering. And you also are getting the kind of this that you can clip into your into the ear holders, so you can hang it out when you are not wearing it, when you are on your own or when you are at home. Right, the good idea that Stephen was saying is because they come pre-made, pre-cut, sorry, you have got also the template for large, smaller and medium, but you also, it means that you can use the template to cut it out of your regular cottons, and instead of using 2 pattern fabrics for the outside and for the inside, you could use your plain if you wanted for the inside. That way it will last, you could make 10 of them. £17.99 is your price. 043006 is your item number. Right, Stephen, are you ready?
Yes, yeah, I'm ready.
Perfect, take it away then.
You should have another product on there as well, which I've not seen on the counter. There should be some art shapes.
Oh,
they're not around.
Right, we have. We're gonna looking for them. The pre-cut hearts. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Can you tell us what we're getting?
Sorry.
What are we getting in with the hearts?
With the pre-cut arts,
yes.
There's some burgundy cotton ones, there's some African print ones, and there's some of the sparkly ones, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And there's 3 different sizes in each, and 10 of each. There you go. You've got them now.
Yeah.
So you've got 90 pre-cut arts. We've done them especially for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
obviously they can be used to put onto cards, or you can make bunting with them, or make nice gift tags. Lots and lots of options with those.
Perfect. Right, great. So you can take it away now, the demonstration there.
Okay, thank you. So, as I say, we've got one half of the colourways done. So, as opposed to putting 2 whites white and blacks together, we're going to avoid that one, and we'll carry on the opposite direction with the colourways.
Perfect.
And as I say, you'll see that it will look a little bit like a rainbow at this stage.
Okay. All right. Now, I was thinking, one of the samples that you had is the zip case. So zippers will work really well, like a zipper project, won't it?
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, sorry. This project that you have sent here with the strips also has got a zipper. So the zipper would work. Is it easy to attach a zipper to this fabric?
Yes, yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, you can put zips in. No problem.
Okay. If you wanted to get some zippers, we have got a 7-day savers. We are getting 40 sliders. You are getting a continuous zip collection. You're going to get 10 by 2 meters, and then you can cut them. And there's 3 different sizes zips for £19.99 with a saving of £20. Right.
I mean, with the strips, you've got so many options. Besides sewing them together as we are doing today, obviously they can be used for borders, or they can, if you wanted to mix them in with your 5-inch or your 10-inch squares, ideal for making a simple quilt.
Absolutely.
You know, to drop them in between the panels.
Yeah. Indeed. Okay.
And so just every 6 inches or so, just stop and straighten everything up, and then there won't be any move.
Okay. Right, perfect. Right, I mean, are you stitching away? And I have to say, like, it's so joyous when the African wax print fabric is being sewn. In my experience, I found it that it frayed very, very little.
It hardly frays at all. So it's, as I say, it's absolutely brilliant to work with. So easy, and the same with pressing. Because of the wax finish, because it's got that stability, it's so easy to press flat.
Yeah, it has got that stability as well. Yeah, indeed.
You know, as you can see from that, everything lays perfectly flat. Whereas if you were using a normal cotton fabric, you'd have that little bit of flexibility, you'd have a little bit of stretch, and a lot of people tend to starch it before they use it to get the same effect, so that it's more stable to work with. But you don't have to do anything with that with this product.
Yeah. Now, how big would it be if we kind of saw all the strips together?
Right. So you've got your...
So it would be 48 inches, because obviously the 1/4 of an inch seam allowance either side. So it would be 48 plus half an inch.
You've got just over about 1.25 meters of fabric, haven't you, if you sew it all together.
Yeah. So that's a nice thing. Right. But of course, you have got all these different patterns as well. Now, if we pin it, can I pin it, or is it better you're using quilting clips?
I would tend to use quilting clips because they're a lot easier to put on and take off. But as I say, because we're used to sewing with it, it's very rare that we actually pin or clip anything. If you're doing something very intricate, then yes, clip it together. But people only tend to pin because obviously fabric moves, and you've not got that problem. So, you know, as you can see, I've stretched that. Or pulled it taut, there's no stretch in it. So I've got a perfect line there that's not going to move while I'm sewing that length of stitching.
Of course. I would think that some of these patterns as well, I would love to do some free motion embroidery as well, because being such a sturdy fabric, well, not sturdy fabric because it's quilting cotton weight sort of thing, but you know, I just think it would look amazing with some beads as well, some metallic threads as well, so you can even make more of a elaborate pattern. Some of them you just want to frame. You just kind of get one of those frames, separate them into there, and having them like this, because they are absolutely stunning fabrics. Very different, very vibrant as well.
Yeah, and I'll say even on cards or journals or diaries or anything to do with that sort of thing, again, ideal.
Absolutely. This would be amazing for covers of journals. Yeah, indeed. Or just bring in some acrylic paints in the background and then kind of fussy cutting elements and just using some of the patterns to highlight.
Right. So sewing that strip as well?
Yeah, we're carrying on. Again, the sparkly ones are absolutely ideal for journaling and papercrafting. I know we've just had Christmas, but again, Christmas decorations, anything like that, they look absolutely fantastic.
Fabulous. And this quickly and easily comes together. You just sew those straight pieces. And there is a lot more that you can do there, because once that you have got a full panel, you could cut it widthways and then sew them together, or maybe cut them again in triangles and then use them with planes. So they could go much further than we were saying about the 48 inches in width. So there's lots of different projects and looks that you could achieve. Also, so for instance, do you recommend a special type of cotton when we want to mix it up with plains, or any quilting cotton weight will work?
Any quilting cotton, obviously, because this is a premium product,
Okay.
To get something equivalent, you want something a little bit better than the norm. So yes, a good quilting cotton. We'll go with it and complement it.
Okay, perfect.
Just
and then you are pressing it down, so the seams. Do you press the seams towards the light at the darker side, or do you don't mind them much?
Depends on the fabric. If you're using a plain cotton with it, then because your plain cottons are slightly more see-through than the African fabric, then I would obviously iron away from your cotton onto your African. But with the African, because it's not sort of see-through, it doesn't really matter which way you press.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but you can see now sort of the effect that we're getting with that tearing from one side to the other, and so once we've got this piece done in the show this evening, we'll actually be cutting it into strips the other way,
and
then moving it, sewing it back together, so you will get sort of a rainbow effect.
Oh, fabulous. And of course, that will be at 9 p.m. here at Hochanda as well. Go with me. Now, so how many strips? Would you sew all the strips, all 24 of them?
No, for this particular one, as I say, I've cut them in half. So they're literally now at 22 inches.
Okay.
So we'll finish up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 because we're not using the white again. So we'll have 11 strips. So again, it'll make sort of 22-inch square. By the time we've cut and messed about, we're going to finish up with something probably 20 inches square, which would be ideal for a cushion cover or a bag front. And you've got enough fabric in your roll to actually make 4 of these panels. So you can make 2 bags, or you can make 4 cushions by putting plain cotton on the rear.
Fabulous, that's lovely. I love it. And do you recommend to working on a sewing machine that has got a table, or can you just do it in a regular sewing machine?
An ordinary machine, you can use any machine. Obviously, this is an expensive machine, but you can use any of the cheap machines. As long as you've got a 1/4-inch seam facility, that's all basically you need. It's much easier, obviously, if you've got a table, because everything is flatter and you've got less movement. Yeah. But,
yeah, one of our director doesn't have a sewing machine. So would she be able to do hand sewing with it?
Yes, yeah, it's ideal for hand sewing. Just as I mean, basically treat it as just a normal cotton product. Okay. But with the benefit, obviously, of of the stiffness in it at this stage before you wash.
Fabulous. Yeah. Right.
So
Now,
just treat it as a premium cotton product.
Another question we have this time from our producer. She's asking, she wants to have something to go out to walk her dog in. Could you coat it to make it more like an oilcloth sort of fabric so it becomes water resistant?
It's not a water resistant product.
No, but if you coat it with something, would it be okay?
You can get the sprays and the paint on products before you did that, because obviously the wax will repel whatever product you're putting onto it.
Yeah.
I would actually make the product up, wash it, and then obviously treat it.
That's a very good top tip, Dan. Thank you for that, Stephen. Right, and of course, we have got here the beautiful, brand new today, the fabric rolls that Stephen is using, but we also have got the 5-inch squares. Now, Stephen, we only have got 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right, so we will see well, do you want to finish that strip then?
I'll finish this one, and then obviously people can look in this evening to see the rest of it moving on. My cotton's broke, so we're not going to achieve that. So not to worry, I'll have to carry on with it later on.
Right, perfect. Right. Thank you so much for that, Stephen. Remember that, Stephen, will be at 9 p.m. With myself again. Beautiful fabrics. I get very excited about African wax prints. Why? Because they are vibrant, they are colorful, they are patterns. The quality, because of the process of manufacturing, means that cutting has so little fray. It means that if you want to do fussy cutting, if you want to then suddenly bring in different elements and applicate, you can with confidence. I haven't done that much sewing, and I'm very honest about it, but one of the things that I love is the fabric, the African wax print. Why? Because I find that gave me the confidence to fussy cut around it, then satin stage, and of course that finishes off. But think about joining all these pieces together, making a completely random and gorgeous, full of color quilt. Then it could be not necessarily quilt, it could be a tote bag, because you can use them. Once that you sew them together, you can do that, or a cushion, or you could do one of a blanket quilt. Not a blanket quilt. A sofa quilt, the smaller ones, but they give you that kind of warmth when you most need it, when you are sitting in the sofa, or maybe a cushion for your chairs as well. That could be a different projects, because you are getting 40 to 5-inch square fabrics here. £13.99 is a very affordable price for such a fabulous bundle. 040441 is your item number. If you want the strips, of course, we do have got the detail at the bottom of the screen. Right, thank you so much for joining us via Skype.
Thank you.
And we will see you at 9. Absolutely. We'll see you at 9 p.m. for finishing that project, which is phenomenal. I want to remind, of course, thank you, thank you, Skype. Thank you, Skype, and thanks to Skype, we have seen Stephen here. Oh, sorry about this, I don't know what is going on. Anyway, then we have got the 10-inch square panels here, and here you're getting 24 different fabrics, including, of course, that one is that way, it's a stairs, or that like this is completely different. I love that suddenly I see arrows, I see strips, I see different patterns, the circles with those gorgeous reds and greens or ochres. Then you have got the white, and here you can bring in different elements. I think this would be amazing to just create a cover of a quilt, or just bring in different elements and create different projects. It is absolutely phenomenal in terms of colors and patterns, and of course the courtesy of Emma Louise African wax fabric. Now it's brand new today. £24.99 is the price. 811351 is the item number for the 10 square 10-inch square fabric. Now check out your boxes and don't forget to do that and to grab beautiful fabrics. And of course, don't forget that Stephen and myself are back at 9 p.m. And don't forget about the stress, because they are absolutely stunning, and the masks as well. And the mask is they are very popular, and you know what, they are going to be really special. Right, stay tuned here at Hochanda, because we have got a brand new one-day special, and it is really, really special. So stay tuned for that one after the break. Well, it is special because it's Couture Creations. Then we have got Vive Decor at 7 with Catherine and Alex, and then I'm back with the one-day special and Zoe Hope.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888, and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Calling all crafters, this is a Hochanda announcement. We would like to inform you that our Hochanda buying crew have been busy searching for incredible brand new products and show ideas to inspire and stimulate all your crafty senses. So watch out for Rosie's Designs, Stitching Finger Kits, Janie's Originals, Emmeline Bags, Counting the Stars, Beck Makes, Bergen and Bath, Gale Pan Designs and Penguin Palace. We will be checking in our latest new product arrivals from 6 p.m. on Thursday the 21st of January. Gates close at 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 27th of January. So join us on board flight Hochanda Air for our new arrivals event.
Hi, I'm Lou from Studio Light. Studio Light has been around for about 40 years now. They're based in the Netherlands. It's a family-run business with a great heritage. The products that Studio Light bring us are very diverse, fantastic dyes, great papers, but all round on trend. Over the 40 years, Studio Light have evolved. They listen to me, the demonstrator, and you, the customers, and really take our ideas on board. On the Hochanda shows, we'll share with you the diverse techniques and products will inspire you to produce your own individual pieces of artwork. So make sure you don't miss the Studio Light shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Lucy from Sweet Poppy Stencils, the Craft Station Limited. We're a craft retailer and we specialise in stainless steel stencils. Our stencils are manufactured in metal. This allows us to have designs that are intricate. We also have new products coming on board, our craft bonds, our pole drops, and our acrylic paints are joining us. We've recently joined Hochanda and we're really excited. This allows us to demonstrate and show our products. We know customers like seeing the demonstrations, so make sure you tune in and don't miss the Sweet Poppy shows on Hochanda.
Hi, this is Els from Elizabeth Craft Designs. Elizabeth Craft Designs is a Colorado-based company. It's a family company, so husband, son, daughter all work in the company, and then a fantastic team of designers, because a company cannot exist without a great team around yourself. What we would like to share with you is my passion for crafts. We love all the concepts we have, so we have from cute till classic and beautiful designs. We love our journaling planner line, and we're going to bring you our ideas, our passion, and we hope to transfer that passion to you. So please join Elizabeth Craft Designs here at Hochanda.
Hello, good evening. Well, it's 6 o'clock, which means it's the launch of a new one-day special. And it's a massive pack shot, this. It's beautiful. It's got so many wonderful things in. Of course, let me introduce you to our guest, Zoe. Hello, Zoe.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. And, well, I'm better because I was poorly, but I'm much better now. So I'm going to go through what we get in this one-day special. But
Wonderful.
It's a very pretty collection, isn't it?
Oh, it's just the tonic after Christmas, I think. It's just a tonic. It's about friendship. It's about enjoying each other's company and celebrating your friends. And it's lovely. It's been a delight to work with.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Now, we're just literally panning across everything because you've got, well, I'll go through it in a second, but we've even got stamps and dies in here. We've got ephemera, all sorts. So let's flick through. First off, we've got the 12 by 12 papers.
Yes, the double-sided 12 by 12 papers that are a really nice thick weight. Obviously acid and lignin free, so they're perfect to use. Brilliant for scrapbooking or for your cards.
Absolutely. So have a look at these beautiful colours. You can see you've got a little bit of script in the background there. They are double-sided. I mean, that's lovely. So actually, I think this looks quite romantic, and of course, Valentine's Day will be here before we know it.
Yeah, there are some really sumptuous, glorious reds in there, some really rich colours, and complemented by the lighter blues. They really work very well together. They're just beautiful. They're stunning.
Marvellous. Look, you can see here we've got some lovely words. So that you can cut it out. Look, there you go. So you've got you make good time even better. It's really, really pretty, these. You've got besties. So it is all about your friendship. Hang on a second. Let me get, I don't know if I'm back to the beginning yet. So that's another double side there. Marvellous. And then, so it's gorgeous. So you can really, as Zoe said, you know, cut out some images. You can use them for your scrapbooking. It's beautiful. Now, as well as your 12 by 12 papers, you're also getting, look, there it is. It's so cute. You've got like your, I think it's 6.5 by 6.5.
It is
actually.
It's slightly oversized.
Yeah.
So just, you know, if you're actually doing something that is bigger than 6 by 6, it does fit in those parameters.
Lovely. And then again, let's have a little flick through. There you go.
They're lovely. They're so lovely.
Yes, look at that. Beautiful. Again, you can see double-sided. There we go. Look at those beautiful images that you've got there. Stunning. Oh, look at that one. That's beautiful. So do you know why they've oversized it a little bit, or is that just to give you scope for matting and layering? Or?
It's to give you scope for matting and layering, and also so if you've got edges that you need to cut off as well.
Yeah. Marvellous. Beautiful. So that's your 6 by 6. I'm going to have to pop that back down there. Now, just above, you've got postcards in this. You're getting 6 of these. Look. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My mum and her best friend, they actually celebrate, obviously they couldn't meet this year, but they have a friendship day.
Really?
Yeah, and they always used to meet up. Like I said, can't this year.
No.
And it was a bit of a tradition. I know I'm going off piece, but because when my mum was little, all they could afford for a birthday was cherries, so my mum's friend always gives you a bowl of cherries.
Even now?
Yeah.
Oh, that is lovely.
Yeah,
that's really nice. And that's another celebration of friendship, isn't it?
So that's what I'm thinking when I'm looking at this, about, you know, like you said, celebrating Friendship Day. So we've got postcards. Down here we've got some lovely ephemera. You've got like a whole bowl full of them there. Look at these, absolutely stunning. So you're getting 58 pieces in total. Lovely. And again, a lot of them have got like some names on. Look, so you've got some pieces like these. You've got some little strips like these. Here we go. These are what,
There's
like this
loads
one.
of them. There's lovely, and there's the flowers as well, and you've got the leaves as well, and they're all die cut, so you don't need to cut them out yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so you've got your flowers that you can make up. You've got your sentiments, then you've got your longer verses as well, and they're nice big sizes. They work really well on scrapbooks, and work really well down to your cards as well.
Absolutely. And then over here, we've got some stickers. Loving the stickers. We'll just come across to this one. You've got 27 stickers there in total, and we'll just have a little look. Again, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous colours for you to peel off. And then moving along, look, we've got loads of stamps and dies for you, and we'll have a look at these. So we've got lots of sentiments on there.
Yes, yeah, we have. We've got sentiments. There's smaller squares that are going to be used for background style things. Then there's your smaller pictures. I think we should have somewhere. I'd actually stamped it all out.
Hang on then. I think it's over here.
Yes. You can see, and I've stamped those out. That's not been printed, so you can see how well they stamp.
Lovely.
And I didn't use, and I did it on purpose, I didn't use a stamping platform because not everybody's got a stamping platform.
Okay.
So I wanted to see how they printed the first stamp.
Lovely.
And they stamped beautifully, very, very much a kiss touch.
Okay.
Very
Now,
much.
some of these images are coming up later in a different bundle, but we just thought we would show you these. There you go. So, and we've also got some fabulous finished samples over there that you've done. You've done loads for us.
I have. I got carried away.
Yeah.
I really did. Even into the early hours of this morning, I was too busy. I said, I just want to do this. I just want to do it. I just want to do this.
Yeah.
There's so much to do. And once you start, you just it flows then. What I'd say to anybody is, you know, to get the collection and just do some basic cards to begin with. Like this one was the first one that I did, just a joy fold card.
Yeah.
Just an easy card to do, and then it starts flowing.
Beautiful. There we go. Just come into your hands there. That's fabulous. All right then. Now, what's nice about the one-day special is that you can spread the cost. It's on screen, 2 payments of $19.99, and you've got absolutely tons in this collection. Item number is 768855. Now, just to say, it is on extended delivery. That will be from the 29th of January. Lovely. Okay, now I believe... Oh, what are we mentioning, sorry? Oh, we've got some more papers. Here we go. So, same papers in the one-day special, but you can get more of them. So look at that. So you're getting 30 double-sided sheets, 6 designs. It's £21.99. 263617 is your item number. Right, we've got another die and stamp collection, which probably had some of those images that I was holding up there. Lovely. It's £18.99. Item number is 978797. Okay, now we have to mention the machine. Now, we've done a little bit of research. So it is, as you can see, the Couture Creations Go Power and Emboss die cutting machine. You've got 30 dies also, and 2 embossing folders that come as a nice little gift with it.
Brilliant, absolutely, yeah. They're brilliant. I used them straight out of the box and they were great. They really, really surprised me what good quality they are.
Amazing. There you go. So we're going to chat about the machine. Now, what's really good, so this is a monthly mega deal, is we've got it on not 2, but 3 flexi-buy payments. There you go. 3 payments of £46.66. Item number is 880282. Lovely stuff. Now, if you want to ask any questions about the machine, you can send your questions to studio@hochanda.com, or you can pop them onto Facebook. Right then, where are we going to start then, Zoe?
Right, okay, so I thought we'd start with some of the stamps, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wreck the place already. So this is what I'm going to be looking to do. Just something a little bit different from that, but that's the sort of place that I'm going to with it, because you do get these smaller stamps, and to begin with you might think, well, what am I going to do with them? And I've found a really good way of creating your own larger scale, because this is 8x8, large scale backgrounds using these stamps.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
So I'll get I've got some card to start with. I'm not going to do the whole of the background because it will take a little bit of time for me to do it all. But I'm going to use these stamps, and I'm also going to use that stamp as well. So I'm using my VersaFine. It does take a little bit longer to dry, but it is worth it.
Lovely.
It's because it keeps the crispness of the images. Because on these stamps, you've actually got music notation, you've got some brickwork, you've got some splatter patterns, and like a crackle glass as well.
I like that.
And the one that I'm using is your script.
Right.
Okay.
And like I was saying, these are really good worker stamps.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you don't need to press down on them. You can see all I've done is I'm just pushing with that, and how crystal clear that comes out. You can see that's so crystal.
Yeah.
So with this technique, all I'm doing is I'm just basically just stamping all over the place. And this is where you might, if you think about your different paper packs, you might look at buying paper packs that have got this sort of imagery done, whereas this time you can create it yourself. And it doesn't take long. I'm not going to do the whole page, but it doesn't take long for it to build up.
Yeah.
So I'll take those. So I'll use the crackle one. This is the really nice one. They're all absolutely lovely. They've been a joy to work with. The stamps, the photopolymer stamps, are just absolutely brilliant. Really good quality. Crisp images. There you go. You can see the crispness of that.
Nice.
You know. And if you look at when I first got the stamps, and I thought, oh wow, they're a bit small. I don't know how they're going to come out, and they come out really well, really beautifully. That's why I'm using the VersaFine ink to really pick out the detail, because there is so much detail in those stamps. I think that's a really great one. If you can buy some extras, if you can get the extra pack of papers, I think that is a fantastic deal, because I really could have gone, I've had to limit myself.
Right.
I've had to really sort of curb myself on how much I'm going through the card and the paper. But if you have got the opportunity to buy them, then I would definitely pick that up as soon as you can.
Excellent.
They're very, the best thing as well I can say about the papers is that when you score them, they have that giving them, they're not dry, because some papers, when you score them and fold them, they can become quite dry.
Okay.
These, they don't become dry,
Right.
and when they fold, they don't crack or anything, and they're the true size. So,
amazing.
you know, if you buy some papers and it says 12 by 12,
yeah,
and it's not, you know, it's a little bit out, these are exactly 12 by 12.
Lovely stuff.
So, you can see that I've just got some different ones on there. Now I'm going to layer them up. So when you're doing this, this is how I do it, and it doesn't matter if you don't get the perfect pattern into it. You don't get a perfect print, because you want it to be a little bit all over the place. I really enjoyed doing this card, because I've bought big stamps before that you know you class as your background stamps. You know, and now I've been able to make them of my own accord, and not had to go out and buy a big stamp, you know, that will cost a lot of money.
Right.
If you were to try and buy a stamp for this, to do this at 8 by 8, you'd be looking, I think you'd be looking probably about £15–20.
Right, okay.
And it's nowhere near as much fun.
Now that's looking really cool, actually.
Can you see it coming together really quickly? So all I do is, if I'm just wanting to go in there, I'm just going to cover up roughly, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't print out perfectly, because we don't want it to print out perfectly all over the place. We want gaps. The only reason it might not print out perfectly is because it's stamping onto two pieces of card as well.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
But there we go, see? So you can see how it's starting to form. I'll just do a couple more.
What sort of cardstock are you using?
I'm just using ordinary cardstock, just usual 240 GSM.
Yeah.
Cream cardstock. Just I wanted it to be cream instead of white, because I didn't want it to be quite so in your face. So there we go. You can see where we're going with that now.
Yeah, nice layering.
Don't think I need to go any further than that. All to say is, if you're going to do it, just have a couple of pieces of card and just keep it over where you want to, you know, where you want to protect the image. So we've gone from that, and then here's one I made earlier.
Ah, nice. Okay.
We've got that now.
Looks really good.
It looks. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. To me, that looks like it's a big collage stamp that you paid a lot of money for. But it's different, and it will be different every time you do it. Yeah. You know, so it's not a generic one that you're just going to keep churning out. So this has had some time to dry. So now I'm just going to put some Distress Oxide on it. I'll put this one on first. And I'm just going to lightly dust this over. So I want to get rid of that quite bright feeling.
Okay.
So this, it's kind of going on a vintage theme because I do think there are elements of sort of a vintage nature in this collection. I think it's one of those where it's not contemporary, it's not brand new and contemporary, but it's not old-fashioned. I think it's got a nice balance across the collection.
Yeah, totally. Looks like an old newspaper print, actually.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
So the designer behind these, I don't know everybody at Couture Creations. I know that some of them will be probably watching us later. So hello to everybody
bless you.
Couture Creations. Thank you very much for bringing these to us. The designer is, I think sure he's called Chris. And I do apologise if you're not, but I'm pretty sure he's called Chris. He's drawn on lots of experience of bringing things to the crafters that they want. So he listens to both the enthusiasts as well as the professionals about it, and finds a way to bring what we as crafters want to the table.
Nice.
So I've got that, and all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to... This is to give it the kind of crumpled up effect. And the more you can do this, the better.
Yep.
I think we've got the idea there now.
Lovely.
And then all I'm going to do is just create a few tears.
It looks really good.
I have got an iron as well. I've brought my iron.
Okay.
I've brought everything I think I could do apart from my stamping blocks. So I've had to borrow one from Catherine. Thank you very much, Catherine. And literally, I brought everything. I was loading up my car, and my mum said, "Do you really need all this? What do you need this for?" And then she saw the iron, and she looked at me. She went, "Oh, I'm not going to ask." So I'll get my iron on. Just travel iron. So I'm going to bring on some vintage photo.
Okay.
Now, and then all those cracks and creases that I put on. All I'm doing is I'm just going over the top of it, just to grab those.
That's looking really effective now.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done that, and now I need my iron to iron it flat because there's no way that I can stick that onto a card.
So did you crumple it up so that you could sort of get the ink on the edges?
I did, yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I crumpled it up and creased it up so the vintage photo ink that I put on only hit some of the edges, just to give it that more shabby look.
Yeah.
That more old newspaper look. There we go.
Marvellous. Oh, bless you. Health and safety, she's unplugged it.
I wasn't going to. My mum said, "Don't say anything on TV, don't say anything on TV."
I've just...
No. I had a really bad accident in the kitchen last week. And you can't tell because I've got plenty of makeup on, but I quite badly burnt my face with cooking oil.
Oh, bless you.
I don't quite know how it happened, but the cooking oil exploded into my face, so I had quite a bit on my face. So I'm being really cautious now. I don't want to get any more burns. I've had enough. I don't need any more burns.
No.
But yeah, it's all good. It's fine. The makeup's done a fairly good job.
I wouldn't have known.
My other half was brilliant. I turned into a sort of gibbering, nervous wreck, and he was brilliant, just took charge.
Oh.
So now you can see that I've flattened that down. We can stick it on to our base card, and we really have got that sort of old newspaper effect there. There we go.
Yep,
and then I'm using just a couple of cutouts, the dies that are included. These dies are included with the machine, I believe, which we'll get onto shortly. I just thought rather than go through the machine yet, we'll look at the one-day special because that's what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, absolutely. The machine, however, is doing very well.
I'm really not surprised. There's quite a few interesting things. If anybody's still got Cuttlebugs or Big Shots, then just bear with us because they're not. We can use them with this machine. We can use the plates from this machine.
Cool.
From the Cuttlebug or from the Big Shot onto this new machine. And the big dies as well.
Oh, good stuff.
Which is brilliant. So there we go. What I've done is I've cut out one of the sentiments, one of the larger sentiments that came in the 12 by 12 pack. Friends help you smile brighter, laugh louder and live better. So I'll just turn it to the camera.
Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. What a gorgeous sample.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, love that.
And how nice would that be for one of your friends just to receive it?
Yeah.
You know, just I'm thinking of you.
Marvellous. Right, we'll come back to you in a moment.
Okay.
Now, with the one-day special, 20% of the stock has already gone in just 20 minutes. So we've got so much in here. We've got our 12 by 12 paper pad. As you can see, there's some absolutely beautiful colours in here. You've got your 6.5 by 6.5 paper pad. Down there, look, we've popped some ephemera out. Lovely. So you can see they're really nice sentiments on there, aren't they? What's that say? What, you too? I thought I was the only one. Loving that. Wine and chocolate and beautiful flowers and all sorts, lovely borders you've got in there. And then, oh yes, we've got the postcards, apologies. And over here, we've got the stickers. We've got loads and loads of stickers. And then we've also got stamps and dies. We've just seen these lovely stamps being used. You've got some sentiments on there. Again, you've got the word friendship, best friends. Look at that, really, really, oh, cherished is lovely. And then the dies. So look at that, that really nice sort of crackle effect die. You've got some flourishes, some leaves, beautiful. Look at that. There's so much in this wonderful collection. It's fabulous. We are over 20% of the stock gone now. It is 2 payments of £19.99, 768,855. Again, just to say it's being dispatched from the 29th of January. Now, we can break it down into slightly smaller bundles should you wish to go for that. So the paper collection, again, that's when you're going to get your 6.5 by 6.5. You've got your 12 by 12 sheets, postcards. There you can see the ephemera. We've laid them out a little bit at the bottom, and you're going to get the stickers. So if you just want that one, that is £19.99 on its own. Item number is 745763. 127 pieces I've just seen you get in that. Really good. Marvellous. Then next, if you want to split it up a little bit with the stamps and dies, this top row you can go for. And here again, you've got that lovely little script worker stamp. Oh, there's Miss You on there. Gorgeous. Loved, cherished, with friends. And then we go on to those lovely little stamps. Look, you've got like a brick wall stamp, a crackle, lovely border stamp. And then we go on to that lovely crackle die. So that's one option. £16.99. Item number is 433666. That one's very busy individually, actually. And then the next one that we're going to look at, again, breaking it down, you've got your flowers, your flourishes. And they're a nice little size, aren't they? Very pretty. Another lovely little flourish. That goes brilliantly with the, what was I going to say? The flowers, the little flowers, that's what I was going to say. You know, when you stop and you think, hang on, I've lost my train of thought. That one's nice because that's almost like a fleur-de-lis pattern that we've got going on. And then we've got, that one's almost like a lovely mandala. Yeah, really nice tiles. So that is £18.99. 444010 is the item number. Okay, if you want to buy in bulk, basically these are the lovely designs in the one-day special, but you're getting 30 double-sided sheets in total. £21.99. Look at all these fabulous designs. They're great, aren't they? 263617. So you're getting 5 of each design. Very cute. Okay, next then, we have a separate set for you of stamps and dies. In here, you've got a nice little champagne bottle that's got some words in it. That's cute. In fact, I'm trying to read what the words say. It's on the little thing. Oh, what is it? The best wine. Oh, we drink. Oh, with friends. Oh, that's gorgeous. So you've got your lovely little champagne bottle. There we go. Small, lovely little dies there. And then coming down to the bottom. There you go. So we've got, I think that's the cookies. That's adorable. See, these are all the things we like to treat ourselves to as well. So we've got cookies. We've got a lovely chocolate bar. I love the fact that it's been half unwrapped. Why hasn't anybody taken a bite out of it? Here we go. Then there's that's quite an ornate wine glass, actually, that one. One for your red, one for your white. And finally, we've got, hot chocolate. Perfect time, isn't it, for the hot chocolate? I love it's got a big swirl of cream in it. And possibly a flake of the chocolates available. There you go. $18.99 for this collection, $978,797. Now, just to mention then our fabulous machine, we'll bring the details up for you. A lot of you are going for it. So we have, obviously do your own research, but as far as we know, at the moment, we have got it at, let's say, the most reasonable price. And it's also on FlexiBuy, which is great. So you can spread the cost 3 ways instead of 2. It's £46.66. So if you're in the market for it, because also what's nice is it's a wide mouth machine as well. 880282. This one is on extended delivery from the 21st. Oh yes, you're also getting 30 dies and 2 embossing folders as a nice little gift. Lovely jubbly. Right, I'm going to hand over to you then, Zoe.
Wonderful, thank you very much indeed. I'm super excited about this. So this is, I've stopped already. There we go. This is a GoPro and an emboss machine.
Yeah.
And in it, you get all the plates that you need. What I wanted to touch on before I forget, as you said, it's a wide mouth.
Yes.
If I just show you, if I put that in, there's a nice gap on either side.
Okay.
And you think, why are you telling me that, Zoe? Because I have a habit of not always getting them completely straight, completely lined up.
Yeah.
But because there's a wide mouth, there's movement and there's room on either side, so you don't have to worry about damaging the insides of the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get your first plate, which is your A plate, and then you get your B plate, and they're all labelled as well. You get your B plate, then you get your C plate, and then you get a really nice thick embossing mat. I mean, and this is a very thick one. I think
it is, I can see that.
It is really, really nice and thick, that, and I'll explain why, or the benefits of it shortly. And then you also get, for your intricate dies, you get your metal adapter mat.
Right.
As you can see, I've not had to use it because every die that I've put through, it's cut through. It's not needed it because of the power. Okay. And then you also get your booklet in with it. So this gives you all of your sandwich die cutting instructions. That's the word. Yeah. This gives you all of the die cutting and sandwich instructions for you, and it goes through how to use it, what you need to do with it, on all of its functions as well. Okay, so
good stuff.
Definitely keep hold of that when you get it, and just keep it for reference. Then you get the dies. Now you get, is it 30 dies you get with it? I'm sure it was 30.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. You get 30 dies with it, and you get 2 embossing folders. And I want to just touch quickly on the embossing folder in case I forget. I'm going to run the embossing folder through now because it was a brilliant. It gives such a fine, detailed impression. I actually had to almost peel it off the embossing folder. Yeah, it's not gone through the paper. It's not caused any like white to be showing through. There's no tears in it or anything. So I'll just put it through, and I'm using this dotty one. So I'm just going to pop that through there, and then I take my A plate, I take my embossing folder, then I take this mat, and this is the mat that gives it such depth, you know, when you're cutting.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I take my B plate. Now this is in instructions. I'm still getting used to this machine, so I'm still referring to them myself.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you just switch it on, and then when you're ready, if you just pop it in and then press run, and just feed it through. Listen to how quiet that is.
It is, isn't it?
How quiet is that?
That's good.
It has got a reverse button. It doesn't have it, so if you wanted to send it back through,
Okay, that's
you just
good.
press reverse and it'll come back through to you.
Yeah, because if you're only cutting a small die or something.
Exactly. But what is really great is if you've got, like I said, if you've got one of the old machines, the Cuttlebugs, or one of the big shots, and they've got these similar plates, thickness similar plates, you can use them through this.
Right.
You can feed them through this, and also the old big dies. I don't know if you remember those.
Of
the
course,
thick one.
yes.
You can use those in here as well.
Good.
So if I just show you that now, if I just open this now, can you see the impression? And then if I peel it off,
yeah.
Look at that. Now that's, you can see how detailed that is.
Really detailed.
It's so detailed, yet it's not caused any of the paper, the white part to come through. You know, there's no sort of tearing or anything. But that is absolutely
It's very
beautiful.
deep.
And I mean, I think you can tell on the screen how it's the same. You know, same pressure all the way through. There aren't any flat spots at all.
Yeah.
There aren't any bits that you need to put it a bit further to one side, or you need to put it onto the diagonal to get it. That is how it comes out every time you're embossing. That's so good. To me, you know, that's a big thing for me because I've got a lot of embossing folders, and sometimes you have to jiggle about with things and you have to put extra card shims in. Not with this machine, not
Excellent.
at all. Okay, so I'll get rid of that. Now with the dies that come with it, one of them, quite fortunately for me and my family, was a bike, because we're very keen bikers. Sorry, I'm just being a bit rude there.
No worries.
There we go. We're very keen bikers in my household. So I'm going to do a scrapbook page using the bicycle. So I've got my A plate, I've got my B plate, I've got the die. I'm also going to put on the cupcake from the one day special. I believe the cupcake's in the one day special.
Right.
And then a couple of flowers from the one day special, and then the die from the bundle included with the machine. So again, I've put all my dies facing up, and then I put my card on top. I'll just offer it to the machine, and press run, and listen to that. It's so, I can't get over how quiet it is. Normally I'm having to talk above it.
Yeah.
Do you know, but there's just hardly anything there.
Fabulous.
So quiet. And you'll see, just with the one pass through, that everything pops out dead easily. Okay, so if I just take this over, there we go. It's the same as with all our dies and with all our die cutting machines. When you're using your plates, flip and rotate to get the, you know, so it doesn't bow in one area. So always cut it in one thing, then flip it and rotate it. And just keep doing that and use it in all the different areas. As you can see, I've used it everywhere and there aren't any flat spots. So if you do put it towards the end of the plate, you're not going to get a flat spot on it. It's going to cut out just as deeply as it would do if it was in the middle.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay. There we go.
And they're just popping out nice and easily.
Yeah. Oops.
And that's quite a detailed die as well, isn't it?
That is a really detailed. I need to get my pokey tool on that. There we go. So you can see that that's come out really nicely. The cupcake.
Yeah. No, again, very fine detail in the cupcake.
It is very fine. I'll just get my pokey tool. There we go. And the other one. There we go. Now these dies that have come with it, they work really well with paper piecing.
Okay.
So if I know I'm referring back to something that I've done, but if I just show you this card.
Nice.
And then you can see that I've used this die. And what I've done is I've cut it out in black, and then using some backgrounds that I've made using the alcohol inks, which we will touch on, I've then cut it out and just stuck them in place.
Great.
And that looks really, really effective. So you can do that with nearly all of the dies as well. If I just show you another one, if I can. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
So this is the very nice sized bottle of wine. And all I've done is stuck it on top of some card, some cream card, and then I've just cut round it.
Oh, and look at that really cute die with the people, the two ladies
The
having
two ladies, yeah, we've got
lunch.
the two ladies there, and we've got their bottle of wine on the other side.
Yeah. Fabulous.
There we go.
Yay.
Okay, brilliant. So I'll just just while I'm getting this out, would you mind just showing them, everybody what comes in with the bonus? You know, the 30 dies that come in free?
Yes. Now, hang on, let me get this right. Okay, here we go. We'll show you here. Here we go. Oh, it is just coming onto the screen. There you go.
Brilliant. And I've cut, like I said, I've cut all the dies out that comes free, well, as a bonus.
Yeah, so
and
we can...
The real worker dies as well. You've got your numbers, which are always important. Then you've got your first, third, you know, your RD and your ST.
Okay.
And you've got to and from, and you've got happy birthday as well. So there's loads in there to get you started. And they're ones that you are going to use.
Absolutely. So, again, we have spread the cost for you. Not 2 but 3 payments of £46.66. 880282 is your item number. So here we go. We've got our fabulous bike on here. There we go. So these are coming into the monthly mega deal. There you go, you got those. And there you go. We've got these ones. Marvellous. There you go. Oh, sorry, apologies, that's the wrong one. Sorry, it's the first one. There you go. And here we go again. We've got, these are the embossing folders, so you'll get 2 of those. Marvellous. There you go. There we go. Oh, sorry, there you go. Have a look at these, right? We're going to have a look at these heart brushes. How have you found using them? Because they're ever so cute.
They're brilliant. Yeah, the brushes, they're really, really good. They put on, when you're blending with them, they put on a really gentle ombre to begin with. It's not harsh. You know, you can just build up the colour nicely. The brushes are fantastic.
Marvellous. And they're just so cute. Look, they just pop out. They just slide out. They look like little perfume bottles, don't they? That's adorable. So the details on the screen are for the pink one there. And it is £16.99. Item number is 618040. And moving across, we've got the alcohol ink applicator, and again that just slides out. It looks like a bottle of perfume, doesn't it?
It's brilliant. It's a really good tool. That I've used it a lot, and it's a really, really good tool.
Amazing. And it also comes with a little heart pads for your alcohol inks, like some refills. So you're getting 10 of those, and that is £16.99. Item number is 213826. Okay, so we're going to go back to the full one-day special just while you're doing a bit of matting and layering. Okie dokie, so details are on screen. So in the one-day special, you are getting your lovely 12 by 12 papers. You've also got the little 6.5 by 6.5 pad. There's lots of ephemera, loads of pieces. There you go, that's the 6.5. Oh, don't forget the postcards. I keep forgetting the postcards. There you go, you've got some lots and lots of ephemera at the bottom. Look at that. And you've also got lots and lots of stickers. They're really cool. I think stickers are really coming back on trend, to be honest. Fabulous. So you're getting all of that for, if you want to spread... Oh, I haven't finished. What am I talking about? Oh, my goodness. We've still got stamps and dies, of course. That's what makes it such a fantastic bundle. There you go. So you've got some little worker stamps there. One's got the script on. Then you've got so many lovely sentiments. There's miss you, love, cherish. There we go. What else have we got? There's friendship in a couple of different fonts. Then, oh, there's you make me smile on there. You can see more of the lovely worker stamps, like there's, what do you call it? There's like a brickwork, a crackle, and then you've also got a crackle die. But we're still going, because you get the shelf below as well. Here we are. So we've got the flower. Again, you've got nice flourishes on there. There we go. You've got some leaves that go really well with the flower, I have to say. And then you've got that lovely, it's like a mandala. Then we move on to some more stamps. That one's like a fleur-de-lis to me. And then like another sort of mandala type stamp there. So all of that, I should say, for 2 payments of £19.99. Or you can go for it outright, of course, at $39.99, and you've got a really good £16 saving. It's 768855. That's your item number. Right then, back to you, Zoe.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm not a scrapbooker.
Yeah.
I don't profess to be. I want to be, but I'm not one.
Right.
But I find that with this collection, it's really enabled me to create scrapbooks like the one that we've got in front of you very easily.
Oh, yes, this one here.
Yes, because you've got all the different parts that you need that have already been cut out with the ephemera. You've also got the stickers that you can use, and you've got the larger sort of script words as well.
Yeah.
So you've got like the loved and be loved and that sort of thing as well.
Great stuff.
So I've very quickly just cut out, I've matted and layered these, sorry. So for me, when I'm doing scrapbooking, I like to try and have the page knit together.
Right.
Does that make sense? Yep. So, and I just think I've got, I mean, this is, my card is claret, a deep claret, and it works so well with this backing paper, doesn't it? It's lovely. It's such a beautiful colour. Right, so I've got that, I've got my colours blended in.
Yep.
Then I'm going to use the cycling, the bicycle, I was going to call it something else there. Just getting a bit of glue onto it, and then, because when this photo was taken, it was taken on a ride out that we did over to Cannock. And then I've cut out one of the largest, off the 12 by 12. You know, you've got the words and the sayings. So I've cut out one of those. There's nothing better than a friend, unless it's a friend with wine and chocolate. It's maybe not quite apt for my daughter just yet.
No, too young. Oh, it's such a gorgeous page. Look at that.
Isn't it? And then, so I've cut out some of the dies where I said that you can paper piece them as well, but they're really nice on their own. They also work really well as mini stencils, these. So if you cut this out and lay it on, then put your colour through, it works really well as a mini stencil. So you almost get sort of, not a negative image, but you get the sort of the colours but no outline, so it creates a really nice effect.
Lovely.
And then we've got the cupcakes. Get another flower in. So all I'm doing is that I'm just putting a bit of glue on my hand just to get it sticky, so I can stick that down. There we go. And then, so with the, the ephemera that's already cut out, which is brilliant because they're quite detailed actually. So I wasn't looking forward to having to cut all of these out. They're lovely, but they're detailed.
Right.
And my cutting out leaves a lot to be desired. So I'm using some of the flowers. You get the red and the blue flowers, which again complement each other really well. It's not necessarily colours that I would put together.
No, but they definitely work.
Don't they?
Yeah.
They really, really do.
It's real sort of light and shade.
So we'll just put that. I forgot to trim the end off, but that's fine. And then you're getting like your words as well as getting the flowers and getting the banners. You get the words as well. So I've put a nice big cherished up there. Again, it's all measuring in or fitting in really nice with the different colours. And you do get plenty of those that come with it. And we'll just put that one. And I'll pop that there. There we go. Okay. And then I think that's about it, really. I think I've said everything I need to say on that page.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I'll just put a blue flower on. There we go. Now, if I got my pen with me, I will just put that on and I'd put the date on, like I have done with the original scrapbook page that I did. I put the date on there, but I would just put that on with the date. And there we go. How pretty is that?
It's so pretty. The rich redness is, or even like it goes into a burgundy, doesn't it?
Deep, really nice deep red through to a burgundy. And I'm really surprised. I know I kept on saying it, but I'm really surprised how well the pale blue works with the deep red.
Yeah.
It complements each other really nicely. And of course, it is perfect for Valentine's Day that's coming up.
Absolutely.
And it's perfect for It just reminds me of red wine. I think I'm thinking about red wine when I'm seeing this a lot. But it's, you know, it's beautiful. Really, really stunning collection.
Absolutely.
You know, really great collection.
Well, we've got a deep stock and we are 30% of the one-day special already gone. And it is such a beautiful collection. It really is. So again, we'll run through what you get. We're looking here at the... Are we on the postcards here? Is that where we are? Brilliant. Then you've got your fabulous 6x6. Sorry, 6.5 by 6.5, and you can see all those lovely, beautiful images on there. And then zooming down, we've got some fabulous ephemera. There you are. And there's some lovely expressions in there. And then we come up to the 12 by 12 paper pad. And also, there's oodles of stickers. And then, when we move on from the paper collection, also part of the collection, there you go, you can see the stickers. We have got some stamps and dies, and there's just so many of them that you can see here, so many to play with, to work with. And the whole collection, really, it just says friendship. It's all about friendship. And, of course, the colours, some of the colours in here are very much lovely. They would be great for Valentine's Day, I would say. Really great for Valentine's Day. Okie dokie. And so we can look... Once we finish looking here, we've got a lovely pack shot of samples that has been done for us. She's worked really hard, Zoe. So let's take a little look. So there you can. There's some of the ephemera. Oh, that's lovely. Hugs and kisses. Love the font on that. Then you can see you've got some elements there that you can cut out. Some really nice little toppers. Beautiful. We've got some that could be for anniversary as well. That's another nice one. There you go. Very, very pretty. Ah, friends. There you go. All about the friendship. Beautiful. So, £39.97. A huge £16 saving. And again, you can spread the cost, 2 payments of £19.99. Item number is 768855. The machine. I know a lot of you have been waiting for it. It is actually on our monthly mega deal. Lovely. Now, again, just to reiterate that what we've done is we have spread the cost on FlexiBuy. 3 payments of £46.66. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's brilliant to have this machine here. We're super, super chuffed. And obviously, Zoe will be demonstrating more as well at 8 o'clock. There you go. But it's nice because I don't know anywhere else as well where you can sort of, where you get offered FlexiBuy on that. So now we've got some alcohol inks here for you. Right, the top 2 rows. So we're just having a look at all of these lovely colours. We've got a pick and mix going on of any four of these. So you've got honey, pear, watermelon, wine. So Zoe, what do you love about alcohol inks?
I've not played with them too much. When I've got some at home, and when I got given the chance to play with these, I was a little bit daunted, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure because I'm not. You know, I've never professed to be an expert on anything. I'm just the same as anybody out there crafting, you know, and trying new things and those sorts of things. But when I got them and I started to get them out, there's many different types of mediums and papers, sorry, should I say, that you can use these with, and that Couture Creations have given me. They've given me the 5x7 Yupo paper, which we use, but they've given me the A4 Yupo paper, which you can use, a translucent paper, which you can use, and also an adhesive one. Now, on top of that, they then gave you some ordinary foam sheets, not foam, felt sheets, A4, for you to be able to cut out any sort of styles or any designs that you want to imprint onto your inks, onto your Yupo paper with you.
Fabulous.
And you can see here just how much fun I've been having with all the different types of paper that I've used. You can see that there we've got the Yupo paper, and that's blowing the air around. Then we're moving on to the glitter card. I've used white glitter card, and I've only used the ordinary inks on there. And nobody really we don't really do that with glitter card. We don't normally change the colour of glitter, you know, so it's brilliant being able to do that. Then you've got the translucent paper with the alcohol inks, and then finally that's with the white background. Obviously you can put a different colour background behind it.
Yeah.
Then finally you've got the Yupo paper, and that's using the felt applicator, using the heart one, the felt applicator.
Fabulous stuff. So any of those on a pick and mix, any 4 of those for $15.99, so that's a really good price. 854943. Now we've also got pearl alcohol inks. Marvellous. Again, this is on a pick and mix. Beautiful. You're choosing any 4. Oh, so we've got orchid, apple, baby blue, lavender, lake. I love the names.
They're brilliant, aren't they? They really are. There's one that I think it's my favourite. I think it's called Storm. And that's a beautiful colour, that one. But these colours are so rich.
Right.
Really rich. What you need to do when you get the pearl ones, again, I don't want to teach anybody to suck eggs because I'm pretty new to it as well myself. I'll hold my hands up there.
Yeah.
When you get the bottles, there is a small ball bearing in the pearl ones.
Yeah.
And you really need to give that a good shake and hear that ball shake so it moves the pigments around. So just on the glitter ones, on the pearl ones, sorry, you must give them a really good shake to activate the pigment.
Lovely. Look at all these beautiful colours. Right then, so you're choosing any 4. They're 12ml bottles. It's $18.99. Your item number is 327269. Something else then. So Zoe was mentioning Yupo paper. Right, you've got 10 sheets of this. And they're 200 GSM, 5x7 they are. Your item number here is 578598. We've also got, this is interesting, you've got translucent Yupo paper, if you want to go for that. Again, you're getting 10 sheets. Now this time, it's 120 GSM, and it is £18.99, 467248. We've got so many goodies for you. We've got some adhesive alcohol paper, 10 sheets of that. It's 250 grams, and it's $23.99. 929031 is the item number. We've also got A4 Yupo paper. There it is. $16.99. So basically you've got loads to play with here. 10 sheets, 200 GSM. Item number is 662773. Blending brushes. Let's mention this for you. Oh yeah, different ones on the stand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Different ones. These ones I've used with my oxides.
Oh, okay.
And what I'll do is in the second hour I will show these brushes so you can see how gently it builds up the colour. It doesn't. If you're using sometimes with different applicators, foam applicators, that sort of thing, or sponge applicators, the colour can come on really harsh, and it can really almost like blotting paper. These brushes are brilliant. It just brings the colour on nice and gently, smoothly. It really smooths out your blending when you're blending across the card and when you're blending through them. And also you can have them maybe one colour for your greens, one colour for your blues, or if you get a baby wipe, just keep brushing it into the baby wipe and that cleans it up, let it dry. You can use it for any of your other colours.
Lovely. So if you want to go for those, you've got £9.20 saving. It's £62.99. 700771. It is also on FlexiBuy, 2 payments of £31.50. Now, we've only got a couple of minutes left, so tell us what you like about the one-day special, Zoe.
The one-day special came at a really good time. Now, I mentioned it when we first started, but it came at a really, really good time because I'm just getting done with Christmas, and then it's the January blues, isn't it? I mean, I think, and I don't like to talk on about things, but I think we may be feeling the January blues even more so at the moment.
Right.
And this just came, and it was fresh, and it's vibrant, and it's heartfelt. Even the sentiments that Chris has put in there, you believe them. You know, you believe them about, you know, loving better, living life and enjoying your friendships. And it just sort of solidified to me how much my friends actually mean to me. And the postcards, I've not got any with me because I actually sent them to my friends.
I
sent them to my friends. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to, because obviously with the one-day special, but I did. I sent them to my friends, and they absolutely loved it. They said, oh, that's just made my day, you know. And one of my friends, you know, got kids at home doing the homeschooling, not going out because you can't do anything, and then one of those postcards pops through.
Yeah.
And it's just lovely. I think the quality is second to none.
Right.
The quality here is beautiful. It works fantastically. It scores perfectly, it creases perfectly, it cuts perfectly, and it just does everything that you need it to do, and it does it with style and grace and quality.
Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. So as you can see, we've got so many lovely stamps and dies. Just having one more look at these beautiful dies and stamps. There you go. Some of them have, like I said, you've got flourishes, you've got some that look like mandalas. They're very, very pretty. And then, oh, you see, we've got the top row as well. And then in terms of the paper collection, remember you're getting your 12 by 12, your 6.5 by 6.5, your ephemera, your postcards, and also you're getting some stickers. So that is £39.97 for all of that. Or you can spread the cost, 2 payments of £19.99. Yes, yes. So make sure you're joining Zoe back at 8. So what will you be demoing then?
It's the alcoholics. I'm going to go to the one-day special because it is a really good deal, and there's so much that I want to show you tonight and tomorrow throughout the day. But the alcoholics are coming out to play, and I'm going to have some fun.
Good stuff. Thank you very much, Zoe.
Thank you very much.
Right, yes, make sure you're checking out your baskets. Incredibly busy hour, this one, so stay tuned. Next, we have got Vive Decor, so I'm going to run over to be with Catherine. As I said, do join Zoe at 8 o'clock, and then we've got some African wax fabrics.
Hi, I'm Sarah. And I'm Vicky. We are the Stamping Sisters from Stamp Addicts. We'd started our family-run business in 1992 when we were importing rubber stamps from the USA.
But now we design and manufacture them all here in-house in our shop in Bedfordshire.
We make grey rubber stamps and we make them as deeply etched as we possibly can so that you can use them in many different ways.
On our shows on Hochanda, we like to give you lots of different techniques to use with the stamps, different ways that they can be used and ideas.
We hope that we can inspire you to get out your stamps and have a play. Look at all the different designs we've got. We've got Christmas, we've got scenic, we've got cute and furry. There's something for everyone.
Make sure you don't miss the Stamp Addict shows
on Hochanda.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for well over 20 years now and a designer for just over 10 years. Sentimentally Yours is my multi-award winning brand of clear stamps, rubber stamps. I've now also introduced lots of craft dies in there, designer papers. I have my mediums where we've introduced the Flawless Media brand into the Sentimentally Yours family. So on our Hochanda shows we aim to inspire you, to be educational and to teach you how to get the most from the products that we're bringing to you. The Sentimentally Yours family has grown to include my good friend Julia Watts and our new designer Trudy Howard. Hopefully we're all going to bring something different to the show, so you're going to be enriched with lots of different ideas and inspiration. Be sure to join us for our Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Barbara.
And I'm Julie.
And together we're Scarlet Rose Crafts. We're a family-run business, been in business for 2 years, and our aim is to bring new and innovative new products to the crafting industry.
We've both been involved in crafting industry for many years, and we're continuing to move forward with our new company now.
The Easy Matte Plate is our flagship product, followed by our innovative Easy Shim product.
Our range includes diamond trail plates, ultra-sized dies, cards and sticky sheets.
We're constantly developing new and unusual products, so watch this space.
On our shows, we hope to inspire you with our products so that you can carry on crafting, because our motto is, because we can.
So don't miss the Scarlet Rose Craft shows on Hochanda.
Did you know you can continue watching Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for free, using your smart TV? It's just like watching us on your computer or tablet, only now we'll be on your large screen smart TV. Follow these easy steps to get your smart TV set up. Firstly, make sure your smart TV is connected to the internet, either through a wireless connection, if your TV supports it, or via the Ethernet port on the back of your TV. If you're not already connected, use your remote control and select network settings through your TV's menu and follow the instructions to set this up. Remember to have your router's password to hand, whether you're using a wired or wireless connection. This should be on the side or bottom of your router. You can always refer to your TV's help menu or instruction booklet for more information. Once you are set up, press the Smart Hub dedicated button on your remote. This will vary between brands, but it's usually located at the centre of the remote. This is where you'll find your internet web browser app. Select this to open and then type hochanda.com into the search bar, and this will take you to our website homepage, which includes our live broadcast and access to previous shows. So now you can watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV, whenever you feel crafty.
Hello, good evening. I'm joined by the lovely Catherine. Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
Hello, lovely.
How are you?
It's good. Well, I feel like we've not worked together for ages.
know, it's been such a long time.
Yeah.
But it's lovely to be with you tonight.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, can you tell me a little bit about these clays, what makes them so special?
Well, my favourite sort of clay is actually polymer clay. Now, you have seen on the Zuri shows, we sometimes have an air-dry polymer, but these are the oven bake. But don't let that put you off, because you don't need any specialist materials or tools, just a home oven. I try and show you with the basic tools as well, so anybody who wants to get started can work with this. Pardo clay is the brand. It's Vive Decor, so Pardo is the brand. It says jewellery clay on there, but this is much more than jewellery.
Yeah.
You can make your characters, you can do your techniques, you can put it in your moulds as well. We've actually brought some Zuri moulds on for this evening as well, so I'll do a little bit of that as well. There's lots of techniques that you can use with the clay, and it bakes at just a very low temperature for half an hour, and that's it.
Oh, marvellous. So we've got, I mean, we're having a look at some samples here using those lovely, is that right?
That's using the Zuri moulds. I think they're probably air dry clay. There might be a polymer clay one in there. They're from Sylvia, but you know, you can achieve this look with the polymer clay the same as you can the air dry clay. Right. But this is much more durable because it's waterproof for a start. So one of the moulds we've got on tonight is the beetle, and I believe it's the bee with it as well. And I always say, every time we do a Zuri, I say I can see those as brooches or big buttons on a shawl.
Yeah.
Polymer clay is great for that because it's waterproof, you know, you can, it's strong, you can colour it, you can decorate it, you can put holes in it, you can drill it, you can do all those wonderful things with it.
Amazing. Right then, let's take a look at all of these fabulous colours. And you're choosing any 5. So I know we've got here, we've got the white, the yellow, it might not be, oh yes, we've got rose is on there, really pretty, amethyst, ametrine, I love the names, ametrine, we've got blue zircon, turquoise jade, onyx, is it anglite?
Anglesite. Do you know, I'm looking at the names, and I don't know if these are kind of gem names with it saying jewellery clay. Some of them maybe are.
Yeah.
So like jade is obviously
Definitely.
a colour, but it's also onyx is also a stone.
Yeah, and there's
so I
platinum
think
and-
they've named them after stones.
That's great.
A lot of them.
Oh, that's lovely. I used to do a little bit of work on a certain channel that...
Oh, I know the one.
Anyway, I digress. £13.99. That is a bargain for... how many are we getting again? 5?
Do you know, it really is a bargain.
Yeah.
I can think of another brand that is absolutely fabulous, but if you go out into the shop, you will pay, I think we're now retailing about $3.25 or even $3.49 a block for the same weight of block.
Right.
So, do the maths.
Yeah.
Very good value.
Good stuff. 56 grams each, and a little goes a very long way. Oh, what? Say that. Oh, £2.80 a block. Lovely. £13.99. 895 584 is your item number. Then we've got the translucents. I like the way they've been displayed, actually. We've got our translucents. Again, we've got lovely colours. There's like it's almost like a bubblegum pink and everything.
They are. Now, these are a little bit different because they're translucent. When these are baked, you can't...
Darn
Do you know, I
it.
was just going to say, when you said how beautiful they are displayed, they will not stay like that. When I start using my roller and things, they're going to go all over the place.
There you go.
But with the translucent, you know, you have got that translucency with it, so when you roll this out and when you bake it, if you were to put that around a jar and put a tea light in there, it would show the light through it. It's great for making effects if you're doing the faux gems and the faux stones as well.
Right.
But again, you know, you can mix it with the other type of clay. You don't have to use them separately, so you've got options there. Different colours, different type of clay in a sense, but a wonderful price again.
Nice. We'll see them in the flesh in a bit, I'm sure. There you go. And we'll try and sort this pack shot out because I'm just going to literally knock the whole lot over. £10.99 for 4. Item number is 801587. Oh, extended delivery. Sorry, got to get that in. 29th of January.
Yes. These are coming from Germany.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okie dokie. Next then, we have got some wax cord. Right, so it's wax cotton.
It is, so it's very, very strong. So this is used in jewellery making, but you could also bind with it as well. This is really good, actually, if you're making your own journals and you want to bind the pages together or the covers together. So don't just think about jewellery, think about using this in all your different mixed media crafts as well.
Right, lovely. Again, some gorgeous colours. You're picking any 2 of them. You can get black, there's gold. Well, it's sort of like an ochre, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you say?
You're getting a lot for your money there as well. There's 25 metres on each row.
Is there each one? Lovely. £10.99. 143846 is the item number. Okay. Oh, Inca Gold. They're beautiful colours, these, aren't they?
They are. They are. Now, I know a lot of people have bought the Inca Gold in the past. Maybe you're missing a few colours you want to add to the collection.
Yeah.
These are not just for polymer clay, of course. You can use these on your metal, on your wood, on your MDF. You can paint with these because they're water-based as well. We tend to say wax, but it is a paste because wax is a different, you know, substance altogether. So the fact that they're water-based, you know, a little bit of water on a water brush, mix it in, you can paint with these beautifully. You can stencil with them as well, you know, just again using a sponge or a brush and through a stencil. So there's lots of options for using these.
Beautiful. £12.58. Again, you're picking any 2. Item number is 038521. Okay. Right, yes, the Maya Gold. You've got a lot of options to pick here. And again, they're absolutely beautiful colours, aren't they?
They are stunning. I love Maya Gold. Again, these are water-based paints. Very, very sparkly. I mean, give them a good mix when you open them. You will always need to give them a mix, but there's so much mica in there. They're absolutely beautiful. You've kind of got that metallic finish. They blend together beautifully as well. You know, so don't just think about using the one colour. You have got to pick a mix anyway. But once again, I think a lot of people have been collecting these colours and building up, you know, their arsenal, so to speak.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right, that, does it? But
I know what
I
you
can't
mean.
think of the word. But their arsenal of paints.
Yes, I like that description, I do. You are picking any 2, and there is a lot to choose from. Oh, look at that rich pink. That's such an Alex pink. £11.99. Oh, you're going to want to go for more than 2 on your pick and mix. It's £11.99. Item number is 563457. Right, then we've got the Maya Stardust. So has this got a little bit of sparkle in, or...?
It has got sparkle in. They're a little bit more of a satin finish, but still got lots of sparkle in there. They are a little bit different. They've mixed beautifully, though. So if you want to go for the gold and the Stardust, then you could go with both. Do you know, I tend to say with these, I can't choose a favourite between the 2. I would just say, look at them both and go for your favourite colours.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lovely, rich, sort of mossy green.
That's my favourite.
Oh, is it?
Avocado, yeah, I love it.
£10.99. Again, you're picking any 2 of these. 189160. Lovely. Then we have some Zuri moulds. So we were looking at some samples actually for at the start of the show. Okay. First one, what did we say? Ah, yes, Violin Magic. That's the first one. And that is £19.99. Loads of detail in this. Again, I know we've got a sample near we can show a bit later on. Oh, yes, of course, they're food grade safe.
They are food grade safe, so your chocolate, your fondant, your marzipan, obviously keep a separate set for your food and your edibles. But when it comes to your materials, polymer clay I love in the moulds, that's why we put them on this evening. But your air dry clay, your resins as well, your hot glue would work in there as well.
Oh yeah,
but
I forget about that.
Great effects with the polymer clay because you can blend and you can do those different effects. I will be showing you as well how to mix some mica flakes in there as
Oh,
well.
nice. Okie dokie. 1999, item number is 597072. Next, we've got a butterfly woman. She's absolutely stunning. Again, so much detail in this.
Definitely. And look past just the main character there. If you look into a skirt, you'll see a beautiful leaf that you could use separately or take out extra elements from this mould and build onto it. Always think about ways you can adapt them, not just take from the mould. I mean, you can do that by all means, but there are always ways you can adapt them as well.
Great stuff. 1999, item number is 567092. Right, next we've got Scorpio, and I believe there'll be more coming in this collection. Hopefully,
So I'm told.
So
yeah,
told.
looking forward to them. I know there's quite a few more now have been manufactured, so we will eventually hopefully see the full zodiac. This is beautiful. I mean, you could use the scorpion, and again, take elements from there. The frame that you've got there, there is a little poem in there, but if you just wanted to use the frame, you could do as well. You could put a photograph in there.
Yeah.
There are ways, again, of adapting this, and that is a huge mould.
It is, isn't it? Lovely. Again, 1999, item number is 472967. Then we've got the medieval gear. I love this one. Oh, I love, because I mean, I love things that are like mythical and magical, and I don't know, I can see wizards using these things.
Do you know, if you've missed out on this in the past, because it sold out very, very quickly when we brought this to the one-day special, this is another opportunity to grab this if you haven't managed to do so.
Yeah.
If you've got things like the Enchanted Castle, the dragons already, this will go beautifully with those. But also, as an independent mould as well, you're going to be able to achieve so much with that as well. We'll probably touch on this one in the show as well.
Okay. There we go. I'm just folding those back so you can see them properly. Right, so this next set here, they're options for you. So the top one, this one is Lovable Bugs. I know this was really popular.
Yes, this is the one I said I can see these as brooches or big buttons.
Yeah.
You know,
big
that
buttons,
beetle there,
amazing.
yes, on a nice shawl. If you've got a thick shawl and you want to make a clasp or something to hold it together, I think these would look fabulous.
Nice. And then the one underneath, is Majesty Warrior. Oh, and he again has so much detail, because it's like you see even the muscles on the legs and everything.
Yeah. Incredible detail in these.
So each one of those is $19.99. So they're under the same item number, 163002. And then last one, what's this called? Love Nest. Oh, I haven't seen this one, I don't think. No, I don't think I have.
If you look closely into the mould there, there's a couple of little birds curled up together that have gone to sleep, and they are in a nest, but this is a great one. You can use it as it is, but again, look at those different elements. Take the florals out separately, take the birds out separately. Just use the wings of the birds. Use them for other options as well. Maybe make wings for something else. Whoops. There goes the clay.
That clay, I'm not touching that clay. 1999, item number is 988910. Have a look at the website so you can see absolutely everything else that we have got on the show. What else have we got? Let's see. Oh yes, we've got a roller for the clay. Got some varnish. Oh yeah, they're gloss varnishes we've got on the show. Trying to think what else we've got. Oh yeah, Maya Golds and the Maya Stardusts that have a glorious 5-star review. And then obviously all the moulds are here. Yeah, they've all got 5 stars as well. Gorgeous. Oh, and of course you have got some 7-day savers if you do want those. Now, if you want to ask Catherine any questions, of course, as ever, send your questions to studio@hochanda.com or pop them onto Facebook, because people may never have used clay before. It might be a new hobby for them.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I have been posting on Facebook saying I've got some new techniques to show everybody as well. I've got to admit, we may have covered something that you have seen before, but new people who've never seen it before wouldn't have, seen what I did in the earlier show. I've got something a little bit different for this hour as well as using those moulds. I'm trying to avoid using any tools that we've not got on the show tonight. There might be the odd time I need them, but I'm going to try and just work with things that you can find around the home.
Yeah.
So if anybody just wants to start right from the beginning, they don't have to go out and buy lots of expensive tools.
Sounds good.
Okay, so one of the things that I did in the earlier show, and this is just the way I'm going to start because I did promise to sort of go through this. I was showing you how to make a cane, a very, very simple cane. Now, when it comes to polymer clay, The best way of describing a cane is when you make a stick of rock, if you've ever been to a rock factory and you see the big chunks of the boiled sugar, and then they put the wording through and they roll it out really, really thin and then chop it down. It's the same sort of process with the clay. So you start with something quite chunky, you build up a pattern, and then you roll it out and you can go really, really tiny.
Cool.
So if you do go back to the earlier show, I made a very simple cane and showed how to make a petal shape. And I've just put those together.
Cute.
I mean, this is going to look really, really odd, but I've got one prepared, so it will save a bit of time. I just want to show you from that part just how to continue with this. So very, very simply, what I'm going to do now, I've got my little flower there. I'm trying not to pinch any more clay from the from the counter because I can't get to it for one
It's not that. I'm just watching you roll and watching this
They're all
shot.
shaking.
Yeah.
So I'm just using all scraps of clay up because with polymer clay you will never have waste. If you've got bits and pieces like this here, look, I've got all these bits and pieces. All you do is mix them together and you'll get different shades of brown or greys or, you know, various different things. So all I'm going to do with this, because I've got some green spare, I'm just going to roll out. I'll use a craft knife rather than the blades because I know we haven't got the blades on. I'm just going to cut some little triangles and I'm going to place those in between each of the petals. So you can shape with your fingers, you can cut with your knife, but basically what I'm doing here is filling the gaps. So I'm building up a design around the outside edge of the flower. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is encase those little petals. So I'm just going to pull together the clay there. I'll probably just do half of this rather than spending too much time on this because I have got one prepared. So if I just do halfway around there, what you've got then is an outer edge to that flower. I would continue doing that all the way around. Then what I would do with that, when it's complete, I would start to reduce this, and by reducing it, all I mean is you would really sort of squish and squash that in, but you need to keep it moving round. Can't do this too much because I've only done half of it. A good tip is if you use an acrylic block, you can use that to push in from the side. So you would go around in a circle and continue squashing that in. What you're doing, you're closing off any gaps or any air bubbles are disappearing.
Okay, yeah.
And it will look distorted to a point. That's why you've got to keep it nice and neat and keep going round. Do you know, I might have to just fill those in just to show you properly actually. Otherwise it's not going to make much sense, is it? So very quickly, I have got one as I say, so I'm just going to do this very roughly. Now the roller that we've got on there, the roller set is really, really good actually. If you haven't got rollers already for your polymer clay, you get a solid roller and a hollow one. Now you can use both of them at any point, but the hollow one is really good if you just want to make a nice smooth surface on something. And not put too much weight on there. The solid one is really good if you're doing your blends and things, and you know, you want to put a little bit more weight to it. I do have the rollers here somewhere. Let me just grab. This is the hollow one. There's the hollow one. So you can see, and this is the solid one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is a lot lighter obviously. So if I just want to put a very delicate smooth surface on something, I'd maybe go with that. If I really want to do a blend or push down, I'd go with the solid one. But you get them both, which is really, really good. So all I would do now is just keep working this around. I would normally work with larger pieces of this, but just for the demonstration, you know, this is fine. And you would continue just to keep working that, and it will start to look as though it's distorting. You can see I'm moving this round and I'm going round and round and round. Every now and again I'm just going to go on the top and the bottom with the block just to sort of flatten that down again, or you could use your roller and you will keep working that round. Now what I've done with the one that I prepped earlier, I've rolled out another piece of clay. So if I, for instance, I've got this grey here, I'm using a pasta machine for speed. If you've got one of these for your polymer clay, it's the best thing you will ever buy. But if you haven't got one or you can't get hold of one,
are they expensive?
Just use your rollers. They're not really, no. Depends. You can buy expensive ones, which I've got to admit, the more you pay, the better the machine. But if you just want to start out, I will tell you, the very first pasta machine I bought was £8.99.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. That's all I paid for
Probably
it. And it was
from
in
a
one
local
of those
supermarket.
great supermarkets that everybody now loves to go to.
Oh.
Yeah, middle aisle, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Middle aisle.
Brilliant. So watch out in places like that.
Okay.
So all I've done then is I've taken another colour and I've gone around the edge. And you want a piece long enough to close off there and make sure that that fits. And again, I'm going to sort of squash that in and work it round. When you've done that, and you've got your whole piece together, then you roll out.
Wow, look at that.
And you keep
It's
rolling
tiny.
out. Now I've got some that I've cut into. You will always find that your ends will distort. But when you start to cut into this, if I just use a blade there, the more you roll, the smaller the design gets.
Amazing, look
so
at that.
Look, I've
Look
got
at
a
that.
teeny tiny one there. So I've got 3 different sizes actually.
That's adorable.
And polymer clay doesn't dry out, it's not an air dry clay.
Okay.
So you could put that in a box or a plastic bag and that will last and last and last.
Right.
In fact, the firmer it is, the easier it is to slice it.
Okay.
Very, very quickly, just to show you something very quickly, if I just roll this bit of silver clay out, and then let's take this one here. Yeah, go with this one, the medium one. If I just take 1 or 2 very small slices of that, I love doing this. You can do some very intricate designs, but then you can start to apply to another sheet of clay.
Okay.
Okay. Just right, you can leave gaps so you can join them together, or you can mix patterns together as well. I'm then going to use my roller and just push down on that.
Okay.
Just to sort of embed them a little bit. Then I'm going to roll over the top. So what will happen, that design, it's as though it's almost melted into the surface there. You don't feel a ridge, you don't see, it looks as though that pattern is embedded in there totally. And then of course you could use a cutter. I don't have a circle cutter, but I've got a flower here. So you could use your bottle tops or something like that, and you can cut your shapes. That's not ideal for this one, a metal one is better.
Yeah.
But you can cut your shapes, so if you wanted to make pendants, brooches, or big sheets of that, you certainly can do.
Yeah.
But there's so many things you can do with those canes. I mean, that's just one little example.
It's so cute.
So I often cover jar lids in this way.
Do you?
Use a sheet of clay and embed the patterns in and then put them onto a jar lid. And
Yeah.
Because you bake it in the oven at 120 degrees, that's all it is for half an hour. And I bake it directly onto the lid and
Yeah.
you get fancy jar lids.
Amazing.
So
I like that.
Just such great fun. Great fun. Anyway, right. Now I am going to move on to Zuri next, and then I'm going to come back to something else that I promised to do earlier on, which was polymer clay embroidery.
Ooh.
Or polymer clay applique. You can use it either way. But I'd also like to show you, with the little scraps I've got here, a blend again with the clays. Now you can do this with your rollers, so if you don't have the rollers, do go for those. I've already rolled out some clay. There's a little bit of copper in here because I have mixed in some gilding flakes.
Gilding flakes, yeah.
So I've got some white. It looks a bit grubby now, but I've got some grey. And I'm going to go with, I haven't got a lot of black left, but I've got a little bit of black there. So what I'm going to do, if I just roll that out, for speed, I'm just going to go with the pasta machine. And I'm going to cut almost triangles. Okay, don't have to be neat, don't have to be the same size. Now, I did this earlier with 2 colours and then I made a flower with it.
Right.
This time, I'm going to go with 3 colours. And because black is very, very strong, I'm going to use more of the white. Okay, so a rough triangle, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm also going to go with the grey as well. I did roll out silver, but I've used it, so I'm going to go with this grey. Now, obviously, black and white make grey, but this is already mixed, and it's got a little bit of the gilding flakes in. So I'm going to use a bit of it as well. So I'm going to go from the black, I think we'll go with the grey next, and I'm going to put these top to tail. Doesn't really matter about the thickness here. I mean, don't make one really, really thick and the others really thin, but it doesn't matter if they're a little bit different. But what you're looking for here is you don't want any straight lines, so I need to turn that one around actually. You don't want straight lines. Just cut those ends off there. You want those to cross over, because what you're going to do, you can see on the back as well, you're going to fold those in half. So you never want the lines to line up.
Okay.
Now if you're using your rolling pin, you will just roll like that. And every time you flatten down, fold again and roll again. Don't worry if it tears a bit, that's fine. And you'll keep working like that. Now for speed, I am going to do it in the pasta machine. And I'm going to start with a slightly wider opening there. And every time I roll through, I'm going to fold again. I am going a bit fast, Santa. Shall I slow down a bit?
No, it's
sorry,
all good.
I forget that we've got a director trying to follow me. So sorry, Holly. Right, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Can you see what's happening though? You're starting to see a blend coming through.
Yeah.
Now, once I've gone through the machine a few times, I'm going to close the gap in the rollers. You always get this style on a pasta machine, so you can close the gap. So I'm going to go again. And the more I close those rollers, the more this is going to blend and stretch out the clay. And you just keep doing that until you're happy with the blend. Now what I tend to do is work this until I don't get any lines running through. If you want lines, that's fine. But if you don't want lines, just keep it going. The more you roll, the more that will blend together. Now I did do one earlier. That's the technique. This is a completely different colour. But you can see how that is now blended
lovely
together.
rainbow.
Yeah, I'm going to use that in one of the Zuri moulds in a second. If I can grab or borrow one, the butterfly lady would be great actually. But the exact same technique, using the greys, this is what I've got. Now you can see the blend going from the darker grey through to a mid-grey through to a lighter grey. That's the medieval gear. Isn't that beautiful? And look at the detail that you've picked up with the polymer clay.
Yeah.
Now the other thing about the Zuri moulds and polymer clay is when you put your clay into the mould, you can bake the mould in the oven. You don't even have to take the clay out.
Right.
So you've got choices. You can either take it out as I have, or you can bake the clay in the mould in situ.
Yeah.
And then release it once it's come out of the oven. So that's great. So lovely blend there. I could go over the top with some mica as well. I might do that in a little while. But I just want to show you how I apply this into the mould.
So do you do the mica before you bake it?
You can do it both ways. Because it's water-based, you can add the paste. I wouldn't go with the paint before it's baked, but the paste you can add either when it is what I call wet clay. It's not really wet, but it's not baked. Or you can do it when it's been baked. My preference would be to bake it first.
Right.
But usually when I'm demonstrating, of course, I can't be baking it live on air. I haven't got the time. So I will show you in a little while, just rubbing over the top of that with a little bit of the wax. So with the butterfly lady, the technique that I've used, exactly the same for the medieval gear. And I have done this with air dry clay before, but the polymer clay is so robust. And I'm looking at this beautiful figure and I'm thinking, which end or how do I want this blend to run? I could have the lines going down. I could have it going that way. That's probably what I'm going to do. And because that's a very thin sheet, you're probably thinking, well, how's that going to work? How's that going to fit in there? Well, you don't have to worry about that. All you need to do is make sure that you've covered the base of this. Now, this might take a little bit of time. So I don't know if, well, I'll get going. And then if you want to do some numbers, I'll try and get this all in position. So what I'm doing, I'm squishing it into the mould, and where there is no mould or opening to the mould, I'm folding it in. So you see I've got a whole sheet there that can be folded back. And that's going to start filling up the mould for me. But you need to make sure, doesn't matter if you tear it and pull back, you need to make sure that you've filled in all those little gaps. Now where the hair is, if you use the end of a paintbrush or some sort of tool, if you've got any really tiny bits, just use something, a ball tool is good, to push that into those areas, because you really want to sort of you really want to make sure that you're getting it into all those detailed areas there. Now with polymer clay, I tend not to put anything in the mould first.
So like no corn flour or whatever?
You can put corn flour in, but I think if you do that, you don't need it, so why put it in? If you do that, you'll probably find that the clay wants to lift out before you want it to lift out. Okay, so just because there's lots of twiggly bits in here, I'm going to keep pushing this in here, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to fill up the rest of the mould.
Nice. Right then, so we'll have a look at the colours of the clay once more. What would we say? Is it pick a mix of any five on there? And again, we're running through the colours you can choose from. Obviously, you'll find them on the website, but you can choose from white, yellow, tourmaline, rose, amethyst, ametrine, blue zircon, turquoise, jade, onyx, and... See, on my sheet in front of me, it says angelite. Maybe that's a misspelling then. Anglesite. Oh, right. Anglesite, it is. Okay. Yeah. Olivine, fire, opal red, mother of pearl, platinum, gold, bronze, copper, old gold, silver, grey jasper. There you go. Oh, yes, these are all dispatched from the 29th of January. What five would I choose, Emily is saying. I'm just always so obvious, though. You see, that's the thing, that's why she asked me. Yes, I am. Right. I'm not as keen on the blues, actually, because she was saying, oh, but I'd definitely go for that one. You can't really see it. Hang on. Oh. Come back to me and ask me which ones I'd go for, all right? And then I'm really sorry, Maddie. Yeah, those are my 5. The random choice that have fallen down. That's hilarious. Okay, yes, let's do this on the website, and then I can choose. There you go. Okie dokie. So that end purple I'd go for. Yes, ametrine, please. I quite like, is it the jade, the one in the middle there? Yeah, like that one. Ooh, choices. Hang on, just keep scrolling. I might go back to the top. Can I have the Can I have the baby pink? Yeah, the rose. And the lilac-y one next to it. Yeah. And I might go white actually. Oh, the onyx is quite nice.
That's a great choice.
Is it? There you go. Those are my 5. Thank you very much. £13.99 for any 5, 895 584. Then we've got the translucent ones. Right, I'm going to throw it back at you, Emily. Which colours would you choose? That one? Yeah. What's that called? That one is called... Blah, blah. I can't... Oh, is it literally just called orange? Okay, orange. Yeah, next one. This one. Yeah. Oh, at the end, this one. And the yellowy one. Oh, yeah, because we're choosing 4 here. Yes, she's saying they're more like spring colours. £10.99 for any 4. 801587 is the item number. How you getting on, Catherine?
Yeah, OK. I've got a top tip for you all. Oh, sorry, you're watching me. I didn't realise I'm in my zone here. Got a little tip for everybody, actually. When you come to your polymer clay, if your fingers get quite warm, although it doesn't feel sticky, it can stick. So when you're pressing down, if you're not using a tool, it can kind of lift the clay a little bit.
Because I remember, do you remember when we did the show together?
Yes.
I really enjoyed that, but it was, I found it, and do you put a little bit of water on, or?
You can spritz with water, that will stop it sticking, but there's another couple of tips as well. If you, I'm not going to put this on now, but if you wear a silicone glove, or just as I'm doing here, press down with the silicone, or you could use a silicone sponge actually, that would work as well, then it won't stick because it doesn't like to stick to silicone. Another tip is a wet wipe, also because there's moisture in there, so that way there you can press down and it's not going to stick to your fingertips. Okay, so I'm getting there. There's just one little twiddly bit there and I haven't got enough clay. I could take some clay out actually from there. Let's just pinch a bit. If you've got any really fine areas that you want to fill, and it's a little bit difficult, roll out the shape.
That's like a little worm.
And feed it in. It is like a little worm. It is like a little worm. Now, something I haven't really spoken about, because I've been using the pasta machine, is polymer clay. When you use it, it can be quite firm, it can be quite crumbly sometimes when you take it from the pack. So you always condition it, and by condition it, we simply mean warm it up. So roll it, knead it, do all those different things. Right, I've got the colours in there, but you can see I've got lots of low areas. I want to make sure I've revealed all the edges there, so I'm not going over the edge. So now I'm just looking around me and thinking, well, it's nearly the end of the day. I'm just going to go with the scraps now. All the detailed areas are full. So if I just fill in with the scraps, that'll be fine.
Because you won't see that, will you? Because it's on the back.
You won't see it. So from the back, it really will look messy. But it's going to be stuck down to something. So just... you know, put in the clay there, filling that up, you know, so I'm just going to top up with all the spare now and get that nice and even. And all I'm going to do, because I think you want to go back and do some more numbers, but I'm just going to roll over with the rolling pin, really push down, make sure that's filled up so that you've got that flat surface on the top, so you're picking up all the detail. So I'll continue filling with the scraps.
I thought I'd open one up so you can see the consistency. Oh, isn't it lush? It's like a mousse. Oh, it's beautiful. So you've got a lovely pick and mix set of 2, but I'm sure you'll probably want to go for more of these. Yeah, the blues are different. They may look similar, but this one's slightly darker than that one. Again, you've got the jades, lovely. I really like that sort of charcoaly one at the bottom. That's nice. Well, what 2 am I picking? I'm going to go for this one, this blue, the slightly lighter, and this one. Emily? The one that's below, what, the one that's open? Champagne one, that she wants that one. And the dark, which one? Oh, down at the bottom. Holly? The peacock blue, that one. And the orange this side. Nice. Yeah, love those bits of colours. When I was a colour analyst, these two would work very, very well together. Maddie?
Turquoise.
The turquoise, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bottom
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We're all different. Right, I can't leave Catherine out.
Oh,
she's in her own zone.
You've lost me, I'm busy. The turquoise for me as well, I think. I do really, really like that very sort of pale gold as well. Oh, and the brown one. You know where I'm like, I can't leave two out. I've got to have the whole lot.
Yeah, I know, like it.
Can't leave anything out. Yeah, you need them all, basically.
There you go. Oh, who does? Oh, well, of course, I forget Katie. So our lovely Katie, sorry. Well, it's because she's being extremely quiet. So basically, our lovely Katie has shifted jobs within the department. So she's training now to be a producer, so she sat watching. So sorry, Katie, what would you like? Katie, are you choosing? The cobalt blue and the copper. Lovely. Okay, I'll move on now. You've had a good look at these. £12.58. Item number is 038521. Then we've got our Maya Gold. So do these have like a shimmer to them?
They do, yes. They're beautiful. I don't know if there's any with the lid off. I don't know if you can have a little peek inside. Do bear in mind, though, that you will want to give these a good stir before you paint with them, just to mix everything together.
It is running, so I can't tip it any further, but you can see that in there. Lovely.
Absolutely beautiful.
Move that forward. Right, so have a look at these gorgeous colours of your Maya Gold. Oh, unctuous. That's a lovely one, that one. Really nice, sort of jadey colour. You've got, I love that deep pink, of course I do. So for any two again, it is £11.99, and you've got, is it 17 we said to pick from? Yeah, lovely. £11.99, picking any two, 563457. And then we've got the Stardust. Let's see if, hang on. Again, I've got to be nervous. Now, because I probably picked up the darker one, you can't really see the shimmer as much. Hang on. I've got to be really careful. Hang on. There we go. I think, yeah, right, Holly's on it. She's coming across, but she's just showing you the rest of those colours. Yeah, you can't rush these things. There you go. That was unctuous. Look at that. That's stunning, isn't it? Marvellous. Okay, so going back then to Catherine, and by the way, details of course on screen, 10.99, 189 160. Over to you.
Oh, right, well, look at the mess I've made. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at that. But do you know what? This is the nice bit about doing this, because you never know exactly what you're going to get when you reveal. So it's the same process now, just flexing around the edge of the mould. I'm going to tape from the skirt end first, because that's where it's a little bit more solid. And then, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at the blend.
It's beautiful,
that you've now got, and it's picked up every bit of detail.
Yeah.
And just to prove there's no cheating there, look, it really is that messy on the back. So as long as you have covered the detailed area first, it doesn't matter what you do in the back there. There's a little bit that's poked through where I had a little split in the clay, but it doesn't matter. Then, of course, you could go over the top with your inkers. I'll just grab a little bit, actually. Let's just go.
I have to say, she's quite voluptuous, isn't she?
She is a bit, isn't she?
Yes.
Just because it's a contrast. We were saying earlier as well about, you can use your fingers with the wax, but use the brush as well. This is unbaked clay. But this just goes to show that you can add this now before baking.
Yeah.
Or you can bake it first and then add it. So I'm only going to do a little bit at the bottom there, because just to show. And I've gone with the green just so that you can see how that is picking up that detail.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful. And when that bakes, that will remain like that. It will be baked into the clay.
It's funny, because when you picked up that colour of the Inca Gold, I thought, oh, that won't work. But actually, when it hits the light, it really does.
And you can do blends, of course. If I wanted to sort of blend in with the colours I've used with the clay, I could mix that with another colour now. I mean, I've purposely gone for the green because I wanted you to see it. I wanted you to show up. But if I was doing that for a project, I probably would blend with the colours that work with the clay, so it kind of just accentuates the detail there. Now, I know we haven't got a lot of time left, so I did promise to do the embroidery.
I'm intrigued about this.
This is very easy to do, actually. In the earlier show, if you do go back to that again, I did show you how to make your own tool. Now, I haven't been able to bake it because having the oven on, I was hoping I could bake this, but when I turned the oven on, I realised the ping would disturb the other shows, so I thought I'd better not do that.
Is there a wire in there?
That is a needle.
Oh, is it?
That is a needle. It's actually a sewing needle. It's quite a big needle.
Yeah.
And I've made my own handle out of clay. So when that's baked, and I've used the cane that I made, it's just look like a peacock feather.
It looks like a psychedelic corn dog.
So there is actually an eye buried in there. So when that's baked, that will be a tool for me. I do this. I don't know if I've still... Where is it? I've got one somewhere.
Look at that!
Yeah, so that's one
Making
of my favourite tools, and I just covered it with polymer clay.
I wonder if you could make... Yeah, I've had a thought. It's a rare one. If you could make your own pen.
You can.
Can you?
You can do that.
And then you could make to sell, and it would be really fun.
The only thing you've got to watch is don't use a plastic biro.
No.
Because even though you're baking at a low temperature, it could melt the plastic.
Okay.
So you want a metal barreled pen. Take the refill out.
Yeah.
Coat the barrel. Bake it. Put the refill back in.
Can we make it next time you do a show?
We might be able to do that.
That would be cool.
You never know. Right, I'm getting serious now because the glasses are going on.
I'll stop messing about.
Okay, now we haven't got these for sale, but you can use any pendant or any, what do they call it? The cabochon type, not the cabochon itself. The findings, let's just say. Yeah. Or you could work onto some wood or something like that. It doesn't have to be an actual pendant, but I found these and I thought that was really pretty.
That is
so
nice.
I'm going to do a little design in the centre, and then you would just bake that in the oven as it is.
Cool.
So all I've got is some black clay. I'm just going to show you very quickly. I know we haven't got long. I've got green on my fingers
we've got
from
15
there as well,
minutes.
but that's fine. If you want to mix in some gilding flakes, just pop it into the clay. There's loads of techniques you can do with gilding flakes, but this is just a very, very quick one. Just going to add a few. Don't want to put too many because it takes away the stickiness of the clay, so to speak. And I'm just going to run that through. Now, first of all, you can see if you just run it through a few times, you kind of get that lovely effect.
Speckled.
So that's nice, as it is. But if you want to sort of really work it in, you can disperse it very evenly. So I'll just run it through one more time. I've only put a little bit in there. I'm actually going to work with this piece now.
Okay.
Roll it into a bowl. So I'm just rolling it into a bowl with fingertips, and then I'm going to pop that into the finding. Now that's quite raised. If you wanted it flatter, then you could do that flatter, but just for the purpose. I do as well.
Yeah.
It makes it look like he's got quite a large tummy,
He's
doesn't
eaten
it?
a lot.
Now, another tip again is, if you're worried about any marks, I can't see any marks in there, but if you've got a few marks on nail prints or something like that, use a wet wipe again, just to go over the top, because that will help smooth things out.
Yeah.
And also get rid of any little marks. You can kind of wipe them away.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a nice rounded centre to our L there. Now, I have got a tool that is already ready to go. Or I did have, where's it gone? I can't see a thing in these glasses when I'm looking for things far away. There it is.
Far away?
If I'm looking at the camera, I can't see a thing. It's
Really?
like, well, but close up.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mark where my flower's going to go. So I'm just going to put a dot in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put 6 dots around the outside edge as evenly as I can, because they're my little markers.
He looks like he's having his vaccine.
They're my little markers. Now I'm going to take some tiny bits of clay now. So using some of the pink here. Now this is where you need to make sure this is conditioned. This is quite crumbly, so not using the pasta machine at all, because that's cheating if you haven't got one. Just going to keep rolling this onto my glass mat.